Oh, I nearly caught it the second time round. I nearly caught it the second time round. Did I even unmute myself? I did. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Why are we all here? I don't know. How are we doing, everyone? Are we all good? I realise it's not 1 o'clock in the morning for most of you, because most of you will be in the US, and it'll be sensible time for you. It'll be a normal, human time. And yet, the rest of us, out here in Europe land, idiocy. Pure idiocy. Absolutely terrible. And the thing is, it's not even going to start for another hour. We're starting an hour early. Why do we do it? I don't know. We could just wait. We could just wait. It'll be way more sensible to wait. Oh, thank you very much, Howreen. You didn't even have Doreen say anything. Oh, mind you, it's 1 cent below Doreen's Tory limit because she's horrendous. Doreen is activated tonight. Doreen will speak if you would like her to. All it takes is a super chat above $2 and she will talk sweet nothings in your ear. We also... Why? Also, we've got a member goal, but I don't know why it's already 5 in when, from what I can see, no one has gifted any memberships or there's been any sort of anyone signing up. Why that is, I don't know. We're just going to reset that quickly. I'm not going to lie, gang. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. If ever I wanted to hit... if ever I wanted to hit 10 members on a stream, today is that day. It's only 10. It's not a huge number, but I'm up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I'm going to pay for this. This is going to affect me for the next 3 to 4 days, most likely. I am not good at staying up late. I am very bad at staying up late, so this is not a good idea. But it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just living in the moment. I'm moisturised. I'm in my lane. I'm enjoying life. Right, what have we got? What am I talking about? I want to say hello to everyone, but now I've waffled for way too long, and now the chat's gone really far. Okay. Moisten. Moisturised and moistened are not the same thing, Synergy, and you know it. I'll have none of that. I'll have none of it.
Wake up, Doreen.
There we go. Doreen's awake. Doreen's on. She's here. Okay, let's say hello. So, hello. I'll say hello, Azriel. Anyway, I realise that you have already left, but I'll say hello because I'm feeling generous. What am I talking about? Hello, Azriel, Synergy, Ogrin. I hope your day has improved with the advent of the night. Halrian, Ariden, Nobody. Hello, Orion Parish, Rob Mansfield. Michael, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, I'm really sorry. Sir Taco, the first Toys with a Toy God. Hello, I Eat Mice, excellent name. Hello, Greg Bond. Hello, Eric. Hello, SK. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Serious Business. Hello, Stefan. I think I've got most of you for now. Hello, Odin and Kraken and Bremo and James and... Oh, okay, it's going too quickly. His hairiness. We're mostly caught up. Hello, Delta. How you doing? Hello, MH, Matt, Gary, Andreas, Mericooning Minis, and Tarsky. God, there's a lot of you. This is nice. This is nice. We've got reveals, Comrade Dyatlov. We've got reveals. Of course we're going to be live. I really went back and forth on whether to do this or not. I'm not going to lie. I'm still not convinced it's a good idea. Oh yeah, there's going to be I knew you'd be hyped for the Necromunda stuff, Synergy. I knew you'd be hyped for the Necromunda stuff. That isn't happening. There isn't any Necromunda stuff. Hello, Miguel. Hello, Rendergate. Hello, Mallow. Yeah, admittedly, a lot of my streams are not in a good... They don't take place at a good time if you're in the US, for a lot of mine. To be fair. I'm afraid. I'm hoping to do more evening streams. We're kind of... This week's been rough for streaming, but it's fine, because the kids are going back to school next week, and then normality will resume. I mean, new bounty hunters would be solid. All it took for me to be able to catch a stream is for Kiriath to be up at 1 AM. I'm not making a habit of it. Although then again, if I'm just remarkably not affected tomorrow, I might make a habit of it. Why not? Besides, everyone else is doing it. I know Mikey's live right now. I'm assuming Valrak is. Though I shouldn't say that, because you might leave and go and watch them instead. I mean, I'm the only one doing this, so this is all you're getting. Hello, too lazy to add spaces. Excellent name. Yeah, allegedly, 20 minutes until it starts. That's obviously not true. That's obviously not true. That is, there's going to be like half an hour of them congratulating themselves on how great everything is. So, yeah. We're going to watch the real stream, Ethan. Ethan, we're going to watch the real stream. We're going to watch it here together. It's not just going to be my face. Look, come here, right? Come here, look. So, we'll switch over to this. We're already on Warhammer's page. And we'll jump in. We'll jump on there. We'll probably unmute. like, at some point. Like, when it starts, we will unmute eventually. Although we've got to be careful with that, because I got slammed with copyright claims last time repeatedly, so... What's the Look. Ravioli Boy Adventures. Is it a humongous water bottle? Or is it a normal-sized water bottle, and I just shrink myself down? Melter. Melter for scouts. Melter's more fun. I like the combination of sneaky and melter. That'd be fun. I didn't actually mean to get one this big. I meant to get one that was like half this size. This is like, what is it, 64 ounces or whatever it is? It's a bit silly. But it does mean that it's super cold all the time. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Lil Goth, if I've already got plasma cells, plasma coils, then obviously I want to vary it. I want to see more stuff. Rick Moranis in the back room with a shrink ray. What a reference. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Oh, I feel old now. I feel old now. Oh my god. Oh, thank you very much for joining the gang. Wait, BDE Lyle or Beadle 72? Oh, look, it's tricky. It's tricky. Synergy, I'm not old. I just look old. It's not my fault. My hair went white when I was like 30. So, you know, it started out bad for me. Did I really get that right, or are you just teasing me? I'm so bad at reading out loud. Oh, you know what? I'm not... Okay, it's confession time. It's confession time going. It's confession time. I may have already been asleep. We started at 1 o'clock in the morning because at like 9:30. Like, I decided to start an hour early, but I wasn't just going to stay up because that would be disastrous. So what I decided to do was, about 9:30, I lay down on the sofa, put a Greg Davis stand-up show on, and fell asleep. And I woke up at 1:15. So yeah, I haven't even stayed up. I literally got like 3 hours sleep before we started. Absolutely coward behaviour. Look, I know me. I know me. I knew I wasn't going to make it, right? I knew I wasn't going to make it. So, I was going to give it all, I was going to give it large, like, oh yeah, I've been up since 7:30 this morning. But, no. I wanted to make sure I'd actually be able to do this. So, I totally had a nap. Is 3 hours a nap? Or is that just half a night's sleep? I don't know. I think it's too long for a nap. The time of it and the length of it, I feel like it's just half the night's sleep already done. And yes, Lil Goth, that is Pins and Needles. So we've got Pins and Needles by Birthday Massacre there. we've got Thornstar by Lord of the Lost there, and we've got Fire by the Silos by Tosca there. It's a neep. 3 hours surpasses a nap. Yeah, that's fair. Nap with enhancements. Yeah, I had an enhanced nap. Under 5 hours is a nap. Oh, that's interesting. Because quite often I don't sleep well, and I tend to not do that well for sleep. Like sometimes, like under 5 hours, it can be fairly normal for me. So technically, I just nap most nights then, which is probably not good. I mean, you've got to be sensible, Ravioli Boy. You've got to be sensible about it. There are people who can power through, but that hasn't been me for many a year. It used to be that, yeah, staying up all night and then going to college for the day, and then like we did like a week-long LAN party once, me and my friends, and there were a couple of nights where we just didn't sleep. But I was also like 19 or something, and I'm not 19 anymore. I'm not quite twice that, but I'm not far off. Still hoping for new Battlefleet Gothic? Oh, it'd be great. It would be so good. Ready to be disappointed by Heresy's reveals? Look, the meme man, from what I can see, from what I can tell, they've already basically confirmed Plastic Dorito. So that's not disappointing. That's fine. That'll be alright. New Assault Terminators. I mean, it would be dumb if they didn't. It would be dumb if they didn't do New Assault Terminators. That would be really silly. I mean, what we're going to... Surely, New Assault Terminators, there'll be new... Like a full Stone Guard kit. There'll most likely be Scouts. There'll be Jump Intercessors as well, because of having Jump Packs. And we've already seen in like Space Marine 2 artwork that there's Primaris Jump Packs, so that'll be a thing. What else do we reckon? We've already got bikes. We've already got the Outriders, so it won't be anything like that. I don't know. Be interesting to see. Command Squad makes sense. They retired the Command Squad, right? So that will most likely be back. Another Terminator character would be cool. I don't reckon they're going to replace the Land Raider. The Land Raider's just going to stay forever, I think, probably. I think it's just going to stick around. Sanguinary Guard would be nice. I mean, if they wanted my full and unwavering support, they would do just new Grey Knights. They would go, here's an entire Grey Knights refresh. And they've all been updated because they're fine. But, you know, more would be cool. Oh, some Necron Failcast updates. That'd be nice. It would be nice. Oh, plastic breaches for Horus Heresy. Plus, the Mark III Marines have vanished off the Games Workshop store. Like, they're gone off the Games Workshop store. So, that's probably that's pretty likely that they're going to do something with those. And yeah, we got the Plastic Dorito basically confirmed because they tweeted a picture of a Dreadnought leg, and it's like, well, there's only one Dreadnought that matches, so, you know. New Nightbringer and Deceiver model, that'd be solid. I had the old Metal Nightbringer, and it was garbage. It was hot garbage. Oh, welcome in, Gareth. Staying up early on my 41st birthday to watch previews. Legend. Love it. Mark III is getting resized. Expect a new box set. Yeah, that makes sense, to be honest. Hello, Canis Elnor. Wasn't planning to stay up this late. Well, it's nice to have you. And if you do need to go to bed, then, you know, do. Be sensible. Look, it would be nice if we all managed to stay up, right? But if you get partway through this evening and you go, you know what, actually, I can't manage it. I'm gonna have to go to bed. Then do. You're under no obligation to stay. I can't force you. Obviously, how would I? Come to your house, leave my house, drive a bit. Oh, and Overboard. We've got a 41st and a 51st. Happy birthday to both of you. Merlin, what are you doing up? You should go to bed. I don't know why I'm picking on you specifically. It's because you've got the spanner next to your name. I feel like I can get away with more abuse towards you in Synergy. Oh God. You know what? We're 20 minutes in. We haven't seen a single reveal because it doesn't start for another 40 minutes, but we've already got a new member, which is really nice. Thank you. With the way YouTube is at the moment, all super chats and memberships help a vast amount. A truly vast amount. I can't quite explain to you how much they help. A lot is the answer. You know, I was going to do a Work in Progress Wednesday stream, but then I remembered that that a Work in Progress Wednesday stream, which has moved to Wednesday evenings, would mean that I streamed until like 10 o'clock and then took 3 hours off and then streamed at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I decided not to do that. We do need to finish these tanks. We've got 4 tanks up here that need finishing. And then this army is done, aside from the Vulture up there. That one, there's way more work to do. But the actual armoured company, the 8 tanks that make up the armoured company, that would be finished. And it does need to be finished as well, because it needs to be finished because when it is finished, we've already managed to coerce Mikey into teaching me 10th, because I've not actually had a chance to have a game of 10th yet, and that'll be a really fun way to do it. Just show up and be like, here is... Oh, thank you very much for the gifted membership, Overboard. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Tonks Truck. Oh, welcome in, Robert. Thank you very much.
You can threaten to drive to my house to keep me up all you want, but I'm in Blackpool. So who's really the one being punished?
I've been to... Chris, come on. I've been to Blackpool, like, twice, I want to say. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I can't really remember it. I can't... No, you know what? No, I do remember the last time I went to Blackpool. I saw a man swim in a puddle outside of a pub. Well, it was more of like I think it might have been, was it a Wetherspoons? But I saw a man swimming in a puddle on the main road outside a pub at 1:30 in the afternoon. He was absolutely plastered. Thank you very much, Ravioli Boy. Yeah, if the super chat is over $2, you can put a message in and Doreen will read it out. But it can't go lower than that. I have tried to set it lower than that and it doesn't work, so... I don't know. Good morning, D827 Kelly. Is there anything else to do with Blackpool? I don't think there is, honestly. There's the lights. There's the Blackpool Illuminations. Don't know why I pronounce it like that. Illuminations. Beyond that, I don't really know. I don't think there is. Hello, Guidebook. England's a magical place, Ulrich. It's magical. You never know what you're going to see. You never know. Oh yeah, I suppose there are roller coasters. New Space Marine 2 footage. Yes! I've seen some new Space Marine 2 footage. I was watching Mikey stream earlier, and he was watching some. Oh, thank you very much, Mellow Potato. Welcome in. Now, I will say as well, a nice thing about becoming a member on today's stream is that you will get a shout out in the roundup video tomorrow. That's right, we're double dipping, right? We're going to do the full stream. We're going to cover everything that they cover live as it happens, and then tomorrow we're going to do a top 3 picks, like we did with the Tyranid reveal stream that happened, I don't know how long ago it was now. But doing full videos for the entire group of reveals, I don't think that's not as fun as streaming it anymore. But, you know, like, picking out the best stuff from the reveals and then doing like a shorter video with the kind of the cliff notes, so to speak. I really enjoyed doing that for the Tyrannid one, so we're going to do it again. See you later, Hereward Feldwick. Thank you for dropping by. The stream will be up and available for everyone to watch tomorrow. It's not going anywhere. Ah. England is so magic you might find a chainsword in stone and become the true emperor of mankind. It's entirely possible. It could happen. You don't know. You don't know. You could find all manner of stuff and be the king of all sorts of things if you wanted to. England is a magical place. Why is the Be Right Back screen gone up? What are you doing, OBS? Oh, no, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Oi. There we go. I don't know what... As you could tell, I didn't actually go anywhere there. I don't know what it did that for. Never mind. Hello, Reek. Oh, Middle-earth news. Not been a lot of that. I must have... Oh, I think I caught the button. I think I caught the button. I was like moving this, and I think I nudged it. Can't wait for the half a model show. Oh, imagine. Imagine, gang. Imagine if the Old World Showcase is a steam tank commander. It's just half a dude to go in a steam tank. And they don't even show off a new steam tank. It's just the old one. Imagine it. Can you imagine? Oh, the uproar. The uproar. The scenes. I don't, you know what, oi, I think oi is like, I don't know, is oi the equivalent of hey? Because I think, you could say, hey, how you doing? Like, that's fine, but oi, how you doing? That's like a tad aggressive. Oi is like more of an aggressive, what's the word? Exclamation, that's it. I would love Terminator Possessed. If they did Terminator Possessed, I would be so happy. Hello, Jumpy Lemming. I'm sure it would be fine. To be fair, something that is super helpful tomorrow is that my kids are going to their grandparents. So I can drop them off, come home, and then I can just go to sleep for a bit. I can just do that. So it'll be fine. Yeah, it's like, oi, put that down. Oi, what do you think you're doing? Oi, get out of here. That sort of thing. That's more what you get in oi. For example, if I say how are you whilst covered in Bovril, then that's rather that is true. That is threatening. SK, we've already got multi-part orc boys. Oig boys. Because I've just said the word oi too often. We already have multi-part orc boys. It's the old kit. You've got to buy that. Just don't buy the new kit and you can have multi-part orc boys. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Oik boys. What a bunch of oiks. Oik is an actual insult, to be fair. You oik. Funnily enough, Jumpy Lemming, I also call my daughters Sneaky Gitz. And I say oi to them quite a lot. It comes up pretty often. They also get called goblins, grots, gobbos. I call them gobbos quite frequently as well. I'm like, you are a pair of horrible gobbos. That comes up pretty often. I also somewhat got into the habit of saying you what mate to them because it was funny, but then they started saying it to other people, so I had to stop. Plus, I also tell them to shut their face pretty regularly as well. But that's like, they think that's really funny, and that's become like an in-joke between me and them. But my favourite thing to do is to take them to shops, and when we're walking around the shop, if they ask for something, to tell them to shut their face. Because looking at a 5-year-old and going, shut your face, and then seeing the people around you look on in horror and disgust is way funnier than just saying it in private. Especially if the 5-year-old then looks back at you and goes, you shut your face. It is my favourite thing to do. It's so good. No one around me likes it at all. I get so many looks and like kind of shocked. Oh, I can't believe you said that. It's like, yeah, but to be fair, love, it's funny. Grannies especially don't like it. Don't like it at all. Okay. I thought we were now live. I've refreshed the Twitch page, and they're not on yet. Come on. The countdown's gone down. Red Dwarf insults are great, but I can't call my 5-year-old a smeghead because that will get me in trouble. Alright? I'm not above, like, trying it, but not in front of people, you know? Can I get you some toast? Assuming that time is infinite and the universe is also infinite, would you like a crumpet? Look, I managed to be on time today. If I can manage it. Oh, was it a toasted tea cake after the universe's infinite one? I can't remember the order in which it goes. It's been a long time since I've watched it. Yeah, that's it. So you're a waffle. Bloody love Red Dwarf. It's so good. Oh, God, hello. Oh, hello. You can tell things are happening. We're up to 300 viewers, but only 65 likes, which means you're slacking, frankly. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that like counter go up. Oh, yeah. All you gotta do is click it. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. In fact, I've heard it adds hours onto your life. For every video you like, you get an extra hour of life. That's not... I was going to say that's not true. I don't need to specify that. Love it. Loving your work. The counter's... Oh, it's going up. It's going up and I'm loving it. Excellent. After a 17-hour shift, I'm allowed to slack. Okay, Explore Norfolk, you don't have to click like. That's fine. You don't have to do it. You are relieved, you are no longer on duty. So it's fine. Yeah, Smeghead is for home use. Oh, I don't like that phrasing at all, to be honest. Gimboid? That doesn't roll off the tongue. Want a new Chaos Lord and Cedar Slash? I mean, I just want Emperor's Children to be revealed. That'll do me. I'll put a like down when we get that Nova stream from GW. Fair. I mean, it means that that's being held hostage by them, and that gives them more power than I think they deserve, but you know what? Just got an email from GW saying reveals are inside. Well, I mean, it does say now live on... Okay, if we go over to here, although... If you want to chuck like a couple more memberships in there before we move over permanently, that would be lovely. Apparently I get really cheeky with that when it's late. I think I just stop caring about about being like sensible about it. Yeah, no, it's lies, isn't it? It's lies. That's just an embedded video. So I guess we'll just keep an eye. We'll just keep an eye because. It's not started yet. They are just like fully lying about it. Do you think they... Oh, there's a question. Okay. Well, this is the thing, right? Yeah, it does start at 2 a.m. But the countdown has finished. What I want to know is... Did they set the countdown wrong? Did they put the countdown on at the wrong time? Like, did they put it on half an hour early by accident or something? Or half an hour, like... Because it's everything set for... It's set for 2 a.m. BST and 9 p.m. I think it was EDT. And then the countdown finished half an hour early. So, was that an intentional move by them? Or did they do a silly? Follow and get notified. Yeah, look. Did they? Oh, bless him. Oh, wow. Love it. Their Instagram timings are all out of whack too. Oh, dear. Oh, that's... I mean, honestly, it's just funny. It's such a small mistake, but it does feel a little bit like you had one job in setting up the timer, didn't you? Multi-billion-dollar company. Oh, we got so many more people in. So Alec Man, hello, Molly, Gunther, Ollie, some guy who paints, Shadow Man, Gnome, One Lucky Raven. Yeah, we've got way more of you were here than I thought would be, I'm not going to lie. I didn't think this many of you would tune in for this kind of unhinged... I would suggest at this point, it's not even late night, it's just middle of the night rambling. Thank you for dropping by, Dexter. Have a good sleep. Russ, have you woken up yet? Hello, went to bed at Happenfunction. Typed that while still asleep. It's alright, Russ. I could tell. For a corn model, what's the optimal amount of skulls? 8. It's got to be 8. 8 skulls, right? Oh, are they actually live? Are they on now? Yeah, they are. Yeah, okay. They are live. I'm not going to unmute yet because it's just going to be... it's just going to be music that I'm going to get copyright claimed for. Oh yeah, they're definitely going to just talk nonsense for a bit. But to be fair, I can't begrudge them that because that's what I do, so... I did not see the 2 flagged messages, Merlin. Where did they show up? Where have they gone? Oh, I haven't seen the email they sent out. Did I not get the email? That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? Where would it even go? Oh, I've got too many email accounts. And I don't, like, that almost sounded like it was supposed to be some sort of flex, and it wasn't. I just genuinely don't know where anything is. What have we got? Where is it? Have they emailed me? Where would they even send the email? You emotionally invested in me? That's dangerous. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, and over open reels inside. Oh, hello. Alright, okay. Okay, I see. So yeah, we've got let me get the picture up. That's gonna be the best way to do it, isn't it? I haven't switched over to them yet, simply because there's nothing happening there yet. Yeah? Like, there's just nothing, it's just a picture. Okay, promotions. Games Workshop. Open image in new tab. I said open image in new tab. You were supposed to... Yeah, open it in a new tab. No, don't download it. You suck. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. I did not get an email mentioning a Primarch, but Let's get that in here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a bit and let's see what we got. Let's see what we've got, shall we? Yep, still nothing. Let's see what we've got here. Right, gang. Right. So, we've definitely got Primaris Jump Troop right there. At least that's my assumption, because we've got like the flaps. We've got like the steering flaps there for the jump pack. There is some sort of those bits on there look very similar to Slaanesh stuff that they've already got. Head Knights of Slaanesh gear, that looks like. So we've got some sort of Slaanesh-y thing. We've got a Primaris jump infantry. We've got lots of roots and tentacles. So that is probably something... I was going to say something Sylvaneth, but it could also be something Nurgly as well. Could be something Nurgly. That's actually a bit of a tricky one. It's got a very very weird silhouette, so that's tricky. All the vines and stuff really make me think Sylvaneth, but then when you look at the stuff like dripping down, could be something Cruel Boys related. Could be something Cruel Boys related. They're very marshy. They're very marshy and viney, aren't they? And then off to the other side, something Orruk, do we reckon? Something Orruk going on off on that side there? Outside bet is Skaven. That'd be interesting. I mean, it could be it's Khorne or it's Ironjaws. The armor around the waist and actually around the waist and kind of on the foot there, I'm leaning Ironjaws. There. We've already had one Ironjaw revealed, so we know that they're getting some stuff. So, yeah. Definitely has an orcish feel, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it could also be Blood Bowl. I mean, yeah, it's stuff for loads of stuff. So, 40k, AOS, Old World, Horus Heresy, Underworlds, Warcry, and Blood Bowl. No Middle Earth, no Necromunda. So, yeah. There is no music exile damage. Oh, no kill team either. No kill team? Yeah, no kill team. Yeah, I'm not listening. There's no... Okay, if everyone else can hear music, that's a problem, because I have my desktop audio muted. So, there shouldn't be any music coming through. I'm not listening to anything. I don't think. If I'm about to get slammed with copyright, then that'd be weird, because I haven't got anything playing. Oh god, the stream chat's like, you know what, look, we're just gonna come away from that for a minute. No worries, XL damage. I just got paranoid for a second. I was like, oh god. Oh no. They are going to go live in 15 minutes sipping brush water. What, stream chat? Their stream chat is cursed? Yeah, it is. Look, if you're not watching through someone else, like you are with me right now, and you decided to just watch the Warhammer TV stream, hide the chat. Just hide it. There's literally no benefit to having it open whatsoever. So basically, we've got 15 minutes. We've got 15 minutes to get that goal up there to 10. Because once we switch over, there's not going to be any time for that. There's not going to be any time. It's not going to be any time for it. Oh, we've got a quiz. Oh, God, we've got to switch over already. We've got a quiz. Which of these 4 traitor Primarchs was the first to become an immortal demon? I mean, if you... Look, gang. If you don't know this one already, then what are you even doing? Stephen, this is my normal-sized water bottle. It's a totally normal size. I'm just really small. 4. Burying the lead on this one. By a bloody ritual performed by who? Come on.
Hello and good evening.
No.
I hope everyone is doing well. May all our dreams come true, and our plastic addiction fed.
Oh, love it, Jason. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm Legions Imperialis sized. What is the sporting background of Jim Johnson, Bob Bifford's vampiric co-commentator? I actually don't know this. I don't know this. Do you know this, everybody? Do you know this? Why is it a 480p? Star player? Former star player? Groundskeeper seems unlikely. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. I was going to say, Blood Bowl has lore? Sure. Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I didn't know that they put that much thought into it, if I'm totally honest with you. I thought it was just, here's a wacky model, there we go. Oh, everyone loves a bit of blood sausage. Everyone loves a bit of blood sausage. Okay, what is the final gene seed organ to be implanted in a Space Marine neophyte? I feel like I should know this, but I definitely don't. I definitely don't. Oh yeah, it's black carapace, isn't it? It has to be black carapace, because they have to put everything else in first, so that they can put it in. Idiot. The blood sausage is actually the final thing they put in. They put the blood sausage in last, and that keeps the Space Marine neophyte all big and strong. I mean, why couldn't they put the ear in? Why not? You don't need the black carapace in to put an ear in. You don't need to do the ear first. The carapace doesn't go over the ear, does it? Is Lyman's ear even a real thing? Do we care? Do we care? Oh, thank you very much, Russ. Welcome in to our weird little gang. Lovely work there. No, which of these 4 Warcry Warband sets includes the biggest number of fighting animals? It's not Jade Obelisk. It's not Hunters. Is it? I feel like it's... Is it Untamed Beasts? I feel like it's Untamed Beasts. Oh no, the Hunters have... the Hunters have got like 4 dogs, haven't they? It's the Hunt... Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Oh no, who am I thinking of that have got the dogs? What? Which warband am I thinking of that have got the dogs? That's oh yeah, it's a Sigmar one, isn't it? It's not out yet, is it? That warband. But they've got 4 good boys, I'm pretty sure. Wilder Corpse, that's it. Now Hexbane's is Underworlds. I know, Mandy, right? It should be. I mean, Crusade armor, innit? Thunder armor is not for... Yeah. Even though, it's... Really, we know that Mark III is the best. That's not the question, but it is the answer. Yeah, it's Wilder Core have got all the good doggos. The Hexbane's Hunters have got 1 doggo. Nah, I mean, I don't mind a beaky. I don't mind a beaky. I don't mind it. But Mark III is so good. What do the blood gullet Moor tribe of ogres believe rests at the bottom of their bubbling holy lake? One of Khorne's teeth, a sleeping fight, Gorgon. Oh, Jesus. I mean, blood gullet? I mean, it's got to be Khorne's teeth, right? It's got to be Khorne's teeth. They're called blood gullet. This is like an actual pub quiz, except I'm not drunk, and I'm sitting here by myself. Except not really by myself. Physically by myself. I don't think you're allowed to have a team of 371 people in a pub in a pub quiz. Hello, yes, we're one team. We're only buying one drink for the entire evening, but technically there is just short of 400 people in this team. So, you know, I hope you're good with that. What is that second one? What is that second one? What is that? I mean, Inceptor squads, technically, are they jump squads? Oh, they actually use grass. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, no, wait, I'm thinking No, what am I thinking? I'm thinking the Grey Knight ones. I'm not thinking the Inceptors, I'm thinking the Grey Knight ones. What are they called? Interceptor? I hate naming conventions. I hate them. What are those second ones? Is that what you... Is the second one just what you say when you, like, catch your knee on something? Oh, yeah. Lil Goth, you know it. I believe the second one thing you shout when you kick the corner of an item of furniture. Yeah. Intercept. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Look, to be fair, it gets confusing, doesn't it? Inceptors, interceptors, synaptoleptors. There's a lot of it. The second circle is... Isn't the second one gloss? Yeah, damn it. Okay, I can't take credit for that one. I can't take credit for that one because it, like, as I was saying it, they showed it. So, all right. I just realised if we don't want to double up on sound, I should probably put some headphones on or something, shouldn't I? Otherwise... There we go. I'm still not putting the music on yet, because it'll just get copyright claimed. But, okay. Oh, Asterion Moloch. Easy. Admittedly, I can't remember who Articus Bardane and Lorgath MacLear are, but I do know that it's Asterion Moloch. Just name any marine of value. Jeremy. Yep. Oh, I tried to clear my throat, but I didn't hit mute quick enough. Sounds made up. I mean, to be fair, they all sound made up. Lorgrath MacLear is from the Stormwardens. Oh, okay. Fair dues. I mean, to be... Yeah. All names are made up. I mean, you're not wrong. What breed of Troggoth is thought to be the most numerous? Mayan brute? I don't know. 2 or 1, maybe 4. I'm gonna go with 3. I beat every option. No, 4. We're gonna say 4. Maya brute. We're gonna say 4. Oh, okay, it was number 2. Damn it, I was right. Very loose interpretation of the word right there, wasn't it? I was right. I said all 4. I said all 4 of them, and then said, oh, I was right. Cheeky. I wonder if one is the thing with all the drippy bits. The Tangle Pelt Troggoth. You know what? That's not a bad shout, Stefan. If that's what that was, that would be cheeky AF. Oh my god. Can you imagine? They drop a little tease, a little hint in the quiz beforehand. That'd be crazy. That'd be great. Okay, Jungler... I don't know. Is that where they all shout, it's Morbin time before they fire? Is that what those shells are for? I do like the idea of bolt shells purely for designed to penetrate battlesuits, as if armor-penetrating bolt shells wouldn't have been a thing before that. Kills targets silently before sending their comrades into a confused frenzy of chemical hallucination. Yeah, why not? Okay. Obviously invented by Lord Simon Morb, who was the Sigmar explorer that discovered the ruins at the heart of the Gnarlwood. There's a little... Oh, yeah. Oh, gross. Okay. Have I got a D4? I haven't got a D4. I was just going to roll and see which I got, and then go with that. Ah, you bunch of nabs. It was clearly an Oreo Ventalax. Imagine not knowing that. Imagine that. Imagine not knowing. Also, look at how much random crap is on this on this Twitch account. Look at this. 96 prime loot. Terrible. An Oreo. A single solitary Oreo found it. Oh, Elec, man. Oh, no. Oh, God. What is the earliest known class of Imperial Dreadnought? Is it the first one? Is it the first one? Or is it the fourth one? Because it's not Contemptor or Castroferrum, is it? Is it one? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Where's that model? Come on. I demand it now. Well, I say where's that model? That model is been and gone. But I want a modern interpretation. That fly's come back. There's just a little annoying fly in here. Oh, here we go. In Bretonian heraldry, what animal signifies close relations with Athel Lauren? Close relations, eh? It's got to be the stag, right? Or is it a unicorn? I actually have no idea. I'm going to say unicorn. Unicorn would be funny. But then I don't think that's true. I think it might be... I don't know. I can't remember. It was unicorn, yeah. I told you it was unicorn. You didn't believe me. Bretonians were present at the unicorn invasion of Dundee, in fact. Did you know that? They were there. They fought in the unicorn invasion of Dundee. And you know what? They did a damn good job. I'm hoping most of you get that reference, but you also might not. From where do Ironjaws orcs source their so-called pig iron? From Moonclan grot mines, from Asgore traders, from metallic wyvern scales, from pigs. I don't know. From pigs? It's not from actual pigs, is it? Yeah, the unicorns were evil, Pervy Turtle. They were definitely evil. It is actually from pigs. Okay, sure. The Grunterhogs tamed by Angel clans cannot digest metal, so... Well, why are they eating it then? Where are they finding the metal to eat to then harvest it? And why are the pigs eating the ore that they can't eat? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? Why? Oh, okay, Stormcast. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, hello. Oh, they're on. Quick, unmute.
Online. Good morning, good evening.
Tell me if
good night,
this is
wherever you
too
are in the world.
late,
It's
too
fantastic
late,
you
too
could be
quiet
joining
or
us
too loud.
This evening, this morning, wherever it might be. My name's Nick. I'm joined by Eddie, and we're about to show you a whole bunch of really cool things.
Yep, we're
Is
doing
this too loud?
preview
Is it just
today,
right?
As there is an event
Live
happening
sound
in the
check?
United States right now, which
Because
is
I
called the
didn't think to
Nova
do this
Open,
earlier.
Just for the people in attendance at the Nova
Okay,
Open,
I've
done a
turned up
preview
the-
in person. They've got a
turned
chance
it
to
up.
see some of this
Is that
stuff
okay?
first. We've
'Cause
actually
that's as
got
loud as
a
it'll go, I
short
think.
video of the crowd at the Nova Open just
How are we
after
doing?
they've seen some
Perfect.
of the new reveals. So,
Yeah?
Raph, you want to play that?
All right,
see
there
how
we go.
excited
Good,
they were to
nice,
see it.
solid. I can't do much about it being muffled. I don't think that's something that I can affect. I think that's if they're muffled, that's them, not me. Okay. Oh, look at this look. Someone booed! Someone booed! Did you hear that? Who booed? Who booed?
Oh, man, you can always rely on our event audiences to get super
Shout
hyped up
out
about
to the
new
guy that
stuff,
booed
and
in the back.
Nova crowd, no exception. That's great.
Yeah.
We've got some really cool
Oh,
things to show you very shortly.
hilarious.
Before we do,
Who's saying
join the
boo
chat by Mr.
earns?
Vincent Motley, who's our moderator. Thank you, Motley, for joining us this evening. Raph's in the background pushing
Oh,
the buttons
someone
for us.
please
If you'd
get
like to enter
Doreen
into
to
the
say
chat, we have
boo.
got an eye on it.
Someone
We'll
get
try and
Doreen
answer
to
these things
boo.
this evening if we can, just to be nice. Should we get on to it?
Yeah, so just in terms of how this is going to work, we have a whole bunch of new Warhammer things to show you. Got loads of
Good.
stuff for loads of different settings and IPs,
Good.
lots of different game systems. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. We've got a series of videos. We've got loads of stuff to
made
show
my
you. So I
night,
think
that.
it should be a pretty exciting evening
Right,
slash morning
gotcha,
slash late night.
shame.
Whatever
Boo.
your hobby, there's
Why?
something for you, right? Basically.
Before we get stuck
Go
in,
on.
the thing that we always do on these previews is we ask the audience, where are you tuning in from?
Of course.
That's very important. That's the most important thing. So do let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. If you're staying up late in Europe, as we are, it's about 2 in the morning over here.
Some folks from England in the chat. So
Yeah,
fair play
if
to you
you're
guys.
tuning in from the United States, somewhere
we
near
say-
Nova, maybe
should we
you're
say
even
hello?
at the Nova Open preview and you decided to watch it all again, welcome back. But do let us know where you're
I'm
from.
in
Ireland, New
sunny.
Zealand, USA, all over the place. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's brilliant.
Yeah, we know lots of
sunny
you have been waiting very
Blackpool.
patiently in the Twitch chat for a
In
good few
a
minutes
puddle
now, so we are going to get straight
outside,
stuck into the previews.
where
and
the
we'll start off,
spoons.
I think, with something for Space Marines.
Let's do it for the Emperor.
There we go. We've let him know. Am I that predictable? Merlin. Yeah, straight away. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yep, there's the new plastic termies. Oh, baby.
Brand new
I've gone
Space
spoons.
Marine Terminators. We saw the first of these, obviously, in the Leviathan box set earlier this year.
Yeah, it's got the bonking
Now
stick.
there's some more on the way. Nick, what do we know about them?
They are fantastic. So they're super tough, super elite infantry for your army, of course. Terminators, famously so. And this is a multi-part box set rather than the sort of single
Damn
build ones
right.
that came in the Leviathan
Oh, no, I
box.
need to blow my nose. hang
Loads
on.
of options for you to build them however you want to.
Yeah.
We've got weapon options include the Cyclone missile launcher you can see here on the left-hand side, the heavy flamer on the right. You've also got lots of things like chain fists and extra weapons and stuff for your Terminators too, and the classic builds for your sergeants as well. So
All the classic kit that
all
you
of it.
expect. There's some,
Yeah.
Chain Fist, I think, is a big one there. So
Right,
you can
we're
start
back.
carving through tanks
absolutely,
and
man. Yeah, these are great.
stuff. Some really nice alternate head options as well. I think it's maybe the first, or we haven't seen many Terminators that kind of half helmet look before, so that's really
The
cool
half
to
helmet
see.
looks cool, but
and really
I want,
fleshes out the options basically.
I want
so these
full
are
helmets
same
every
scale,
time for
but added
Terminators.
really nicely. If
Personally,
you've got a Leviathan set earlier this year, you add these on top of it, and all of a sudden you've got a pretty sizable and scary looking first company.
Especially if you're trying to sort of build up your first company.
Really wanna
forces,
see
like, the Battle
assault
Cry,
versions.
scenario that came out
Really
recently,
wanna see
then
assault
these are
versions.
going to be crucial for you to get hold of and to build your forces up.
Yeah.
they do look solid though.
No specific iconography on
They look
these
solid.
for
The
any
point of
particular
shame.
chapter, so
That's
they're
an
quite
oi
happily
point.
to go into
Oi.
any of the kind of
Oi.
codex chapters, so they can be Black Templars, White Scars, Ultramarines, as you see there. Also make perfectly good Dark Angels or Salamanders or Iron Hands or anything really.
Absolutely, man. Oh, look at this guy as well. New captain in Terminator armor. Of course, we saw the captain in Terminator armor.
His
in the
helmet's
Leviathan
funky.
box
I'm
set.
not
This
a
is
fan
great
of that,
supplement
to be
go
honest.
alongside it.
Not a
It's,
fan of that
a
helmet.
different build of a captain. It also comes with a combi
not really a
weapon
helmet, is it? It's
and
just
a
his
relic
head.
fist, which you can see
His
on the
head
top right
with a
hand
weird
as well,
jaw.
to give you a really nice options on your builds.
So one of the things lots of fans of Warhammer 40,000 ask for quite a lot is options
Yeah, it's
on
got
their
some
character
chin.
kits. So that's what we're starting to see with some of these new Space Marine builds. You can see there you've got various different helmeted
told him
and
to
unhelmeted
shave,
heads.
so he just
You've got the choice of having
implanted a
Stormbolter or
metal
combi weapon.
beard.
So
See,
you
you
can
made me-
personalise
see,
this
you
guy
made
and
me
make your
shave
own.
this.
You can also see there the kind of robe at the bottom there is optional. So if you want to go for a very kind of noble
Terminators in
knightly
Iron
aesthetic,
Hands
if it's kind of
colours
Dark
looks
Angels or
solid.
Ultramarines or something like that, you can. If you want a more kind of austere Spartan look for your
I call
Iron
him the
Hands
Captain.
or something, you could just go old-fashioned and not
Bad.
put too much decoration on it.
Of course, if you haven't thought about it before, having a captain leading your force is an absolute crucial for a Space Marine force. This guy's got rights of battle, and you have some free stratagems as the game goes on. Also, he's got Unstoppable Valor, which lets you re-roll his charges for the unit he's with. So if you put him with a Terminator
re-rolling
unit,
charges, that's
this guy's
fun.
going to get stuck in pretty sharpish.
It's not the only new character on his way, though. So we also have a
yeah.
Terminator Chaplain, Chaplain in Terminator armor, and again, this is a
That's
multi-build kit. So you've got different
That's
options
solid.
for the helmet. You've also got
Different
options for the
croziers as well.
and you've got different options for his weapon loadout.
Yeah, it's
Different
really cool to see that.
croziers,
And for the first time,
storm
I
shield.
think we've
That
seen
is badass.
a chaplain with a huge shield. This is a relic shield, which other characters have in the Space Marine army as well, which makes him a lot tougher and harder to
Yeah,
kill.
that's great.
And combine that with his Rosario,
That's
makes this
solid.
guy an absolute monster on the battlefield. So get him involved as
Well,
well.
clearly he was looking at his armor and he was like, "What I need here is a place I can put more skulls." So he's not only got a skull
Yeah,
helmet,
you know what?
he's also
That-
got a
that
shield with
is-
another skull on it. If you look at the Purity
That's
seals,
pretty
one of
good.
them is a skull, and there's even a
That's
little
pretty
skull
good.
drawn on the Purity seal as well. So
More
this is
skulls.
one of the most skull-intensive Space
It
Marine
really
models.
is, isn't it? He's even got a
He's
skull
got a
helmet.
lot of skulls.
Yeah. And also, like, shout out
Yeah,
to
Asmodai
Crozier
is
Showcase, he's got
a
two
wee-
different builds.
a
He's
wee
got the blunt
bab.
option on the right, and what I call the slicey option on the left, so he can cut or smash. Yeah,
Very flexible.
Yeah, you're right.
I do like the multiple options for
wonderful
croziers
mixture,
as well.
and, again,
It's only a
skeleton
small thing, but
terminators,
that's
so
really
matches
cool.
really nicely with
The
it.
chest
Really
armor's
exciting
really
if
good
you're
too.
looking to kind of build a
Yeah, the
first
chest-
company
the chest
vibe.
armor's
The Leviathan
good.
box obviously gave a great start.
It's
for
just
that,
a normal
but
man.
This kind of gives you a whole bunch more options for it. But sometimes Terminators aren't the tool for the job, and you want something a little bit faster. So
No,
let's look
Eddie,
at the
that's
next
not correct. Terminators are always the tool for the job. What are you talking about? Oh, right. All right, that's already pretty good. Just that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A cloak on jump infantry is so extra. It's so extra, but I'm loving it. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Dropping in from space to kick some face, we have the new assault intercessors with jump packs and a new captain to lead them.
how long
Nick,
have
what
we
do we know
waited
about
for
these
this?
units?
So, well, first of all, we know they're pretty flyer, right? These guys are awesome. We've got jump packs on premise.
How
Marines
long
for the
have we
first
waited
time.
for
It's
this?
great to see. Saw a little bit of a hint
When
of that
did-
in some of the Space
when
Marine
did
trailers
Intercessors
that we
first
gained
show
back
up?
in the day, but now good to see
Oh
them in
my
models.
god, it's taken
Wonderful
so
new assault
long.
intercessors with jump packs here.
That's a lot of
Super
very
fast, they can move into
conveniently
combat
placed
as fast as
rocks,
you'd
though.
expect.
That
They've got
is.
12-inch movement.
Oh.
Have loads of attacks in combat, so you want to get these guys stuck in as soon
On the
as
one
possible.
hand, flight
The,
stands can just
Sergeant
get out.
has lots of
Hate
different
flying
builds you can
stands.
put with them, so,
I just hate them. I don't like flight stands at all.
And
That
even
sucks.
handflamer, I believe, is one of the options you can have as well.
But
So yeah, super customizable unit.
so
and instead of having
many
the guys inside
convenient
transport,
rocks.
getting into
It's
combat,
unreal
flies
how many
about
convenient
fields,
rocks there are for them to jump
Worth
off
saying
or
as well,
land
obviously,
on.
this unit paints up red very nicely. So
it's still
if you
better
have
than
a Blood
flight
Angel
stands.
army,
It is
this
still
is going
better
to
than
be
flight
almost a
stands.
given that you're going to want to have at least 1 or 2 squads of these.
Going
in
to
your
call them
force.
a necessary
Also,
evil.
Raven Guard make extensive use
Because
of jump pack
I
troops as well, so
really
you can use them. I
hate
think that's the
flight
Power
stands.
Fist in there as well, so there's an option for that. Loads of different options for your Sergeant, and the Hand Flamer, as you talked about there, is on there the Model 2. These are really dynamic, cool models. They look heavy at the same time as looking fast. You can sort of imagine the mess these guys are going to make when they land in the middle of
This
a
or
kind of
Chaos
chaos
Marine
cultist blob or a mob
second
of
wave,
Gene
which is the
Stealer
longest
cultists or something.
way.
And you do not want to be
Oh,
under one of
wow.
these when it lands, basically.
It's just great to see them back. I've missed having the Assault Marine sort of archetype in the Primaris sort of force before, and it's just nice to have them back in. As
To be honest, it would be nice to replace those rocks with
And you know
different
what? If
bits
they're led
of
by the captain, Raph, we've got that
scenery.
too. The
I
next
think the
bit
lack
that,
of variety
they
is what's
become
doing it for
better
me.
Because of course in 40k you've got
Well, that's the thing,
attacks
7.
now, and it's beautiful,
like,
beautiful.
I don't like
miniature
flight stands,
of the
but
captain. He's got his
a
cloak in
uniform
full flow
selection
as
of
he's
rubble
flying
doesn't
with-
look
yeah, what an absolute hero.
quite
It's
right
quite
either.
a short tactical
I'd
cloak,
like
isn't it?
more
So he's not
variety.
gone for like a great, huge flowing cloak, because that's probably not
captain
usually
is
practical
so
when you've got a
good,
jet
though.
engine strapped to your back.
Right.
Again, this is a captain
good.
miniature with loads of options, so you can see a couple of options there already. We've got the chainsword
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
we've
power
got a power
sword,
fist
relic
as well.
sword, sorry.
Hell
You've also
yes.
got an option in there for a power fist,
Hell
and you've got an
yes.
option for a hand
Oh,
flamer, so you can
God.
kind of lean into
Love the
whatever
tilt shield
build,
as well.
Either for tactical purposes or because it suits your particular style of play. So if you've got a salamander army, you're probably going to want to give him the hand flamer. If you've got like an imperial
That
fist,
is
you might want to
great.
give him the great enormous
That's
power
great.
fist, right?
100% approval
A
on
couple
that.
of head options in there as well. Again,
To be fair, with the
captain
way they're
with loads of
posed
options to
on the
make your
different
own, which is
rocks, you
exactly
could
what
easily
Space
chuck
Marine
in
fans
some
are.
scenery of your own choice in there.
It really is. And if you've got
To
the
get that-
squad in your
to get that
force,
extra
have
variety,
him
you know?
leading them as well. The Angel's Wrath rule means that the whole squad gets +1 strength on a charge. If you combine that with the Sons of Sanguinius detachment rule for the Blood Angels on the index cards, that's
I do
+2
like the
strength
jump
on a
packs
charge.
too.
That's
The
a
jump
strength
packs are
10 power
the jump
fist,
packs are fun.
strength 6 chainswords all
Not-
over the place. Loads of attacks.
Not
getting
too
in
different
combat,
from the old design, a bit more
wonderful stuff,
streamlined.
and a wonderful model as well. That's going
And they look more controllable as well.
But that's not it. There's even more Space Marine stuff on the way. So let's have a look at the
More
next
what?
video.
Of course, there's more space. But yeah, there we go. So Stern Guard standalone kit. More options, most likely. I keep forgetting to mute the audio for these bits, which means that this stream VOD is going to get copyright claimed to hell. It's going to be bad. Yeah, there was a back banner there, wasn't there?
Another new multi-part Space Marine unit. This time it's the Stern Guard. These are the elite Space Marines of the First Company. Nick, tell us about this kit.
They are the best armed unit in your army, Eddie. And first and foremost,
they
they've
do
got a back
look
banner.
decent.
Back banners are back, which is great. We've got an older,
You're very excited about
very
the back
excited
banner
about
when you
that.
saw
I
this
really
kit.
am.
It doesn't look like we've
older
got
marks
quite
armor
the
and
same
you
amount
can
of
spot some
customizability
Mark
as the
8
old
armor on the
kit,
left-hand
but these
side
look
of
a
units.
bit
These guys are veterans, have been
a
around
bit
for a long,
closer
long time. They carry the chapter's best
to that.
guns, including.
I mean,
a
we
brand
knew we
new
were gonna
weapon
get
on
a
the right-hand
multi-part
side,
kit
the
for these.
Pyre Cannon, which is like the souped-up version of the guns that the Infernus Marines carry. So this thing is the biggest, most flamey infantry weapon we've got, even bigger than a heavy flamer, which is cool.
Love that
Loads of
massive
options on the kit,
flamer as
armed
well.
with loads of
Massive
different
flamer is
things. All the
solid.
guns, interchangeable with bolt rifles, combi weapons. The sergeant's got different options he can have as well. He can have a chainsaw, power fist.
Okay,
power
so
weapon.
bolt rifles or combi
Suit them up,
weapons by the
kit
sound
them
of
out the way
things.
you want and send them to battle.
That's fun.
These guys are great.
Okay.
This is a great kit for people who want loads of Space Marine bits as well to kind of maybe mix with other kits,
Nice.
because you've got loads of different helmet options in there, helmeted, unhelmeted head.
Flum.
You've got the whole
This is
squad
my
can have
flambe
rifles,
lad.
the whole squad can have combi weapons. There's a heavy bolter, I think I'm right in
That's
saying,
right,
in this
yeah, there
kit
is,
as
yeah,
well. So you really can make these guys your own. And when you do
I'm
build this kit, you'll have
weirdly,
lots of
really
spare bits to
loving
kind of sprinkle through rest of your Space
You're
Marine
right,
army
it's
to
a
make
complete
revival of the
Yeah,
back
it's got
banner.
loads of extra bits.
that back
I'm
banner
really
anyway.
liking it.
Anyone can have it.
Have it all. Yeah, it's really great to see. It's nice. Like if you hark back.
I
to
want
the
a
classic
sprue
Space
shot.
Marine,
Yeah, show me the bits. I want a sprue
build in there
shot.
as well. So they got the older helmets.
Show me
like
your
different,
sprues.
armor types in there.
Get your sprues
which is
out.
just really nice to see, especially for us old in the tooth Space Marine players who've painted them for a long time. Nice nostalgia trip.
I
as
mean, the
well,
old
it's really
Stern
cool
Guard
to see.
kit was like the gold
There we
standard
go.
for bits.
Stern Guard
So,
veterans, man.
But again, but not the only new
There's more.
elite Space Marines are on the way. There's more. There's
Can't
more.
believe
Nick.
it. What else we got?
That's all
obviously, there's more. Stop pretending like there isn't going to be more. We know there's going to be more. Oh! Hello. Oh, look at that bionic arm. Hell yeah. I want the bionic arm. I don't care about the rest of it. They showed it again. They showed it again. They heard me. Yeah, okay, that's solid. That's pretty.
So this is the return
Solid.
of a kind of classic archetype Space Marine unit, the Command Squad. So we've
Alright.
we've seen command squads before, but we've not kind of seen them coalesce together, maybe under the kind of Primaris.
I'll give it to him. Tell
us about this.
They've always the command squad.
That's pretty good.
A collection of
That's pretty good.
Guys all brought together.
That's pretty
this
good.
is actually a bespoke squad. First and foremost, Eddie, some of the nicest Space Marine miniatures we've ever made.
Look at the
I think that ancient
look at the
thing
banner
is just
bearer, the
beautiful.
standard bearer.
Some of the coolest veterans, all to accompany your heroes.
Massive
These guys are basically a
cloak
squad
over
full
the
of
shoulder,
either a captain or a
solid.
chapter master into battle. The box actually comes with the captain you see there, which is
I
another
love
brand
the
new captain as well,
like
with
company
loads of options all over
champion,
them as well.
the
And whole squad is
reimagined,
there
but they've
to
kept the
guard your
helm
hero,
the
keep
same.
them alive in battle a lot longer, and to buff everyone around them and be absolute boss.
That
in
heavy
combat and
bolter
shooting as well.
is
They're just a really cool little unit.
Just
and
immense.
For me, really,
Just
it's going to be a nice little painting
fantastic.
project as well. I think these guys are great.
Yeah, I think these really are like a painter's dream. There's some really nice individual
these are
models
good.
in there. So the company champion
These are good.
is
The
obviously
chunk.
he's going to
The chunk on
just a
them.
really nice kind of character, great for taking on enemy heroes. You've got the banner as well, which gives you a nice kind of centerpiece for the army.
Yeah, there's no mention.
You've
There's no
also
mention of
got a Space Marine
Primaris
that's a bit
because
battered
there's
and
no.
missing an arm.
There's
We haven't
functionally
seen a
no
huge amount
difference.
of bionics
There's
up to this
functionally
point
no
on
difference.
Primaris Marines. But again, the captain is probably
There's
as
no
far as
there's
we
no
go, 'cause
point
he's, again,
separating
really
them anymore
flexible kit,
because
you can build it in
most
lots
of the
different ways.
firstborn stuff
So
is
coming
gone.
straight out of this release,
The rest of it is
you
going
can
to
kind of
slowly
choose
go,
whatever captain you want to lead your
and
Space Marine
everything's
force.
just going to be
You can
called
have the
Space
jump pack,
Marines
you can have Terminator armor,
because
you can have
that
it
way there's
in,
no delineation
tactics
between
armor,
the two.
and within that choice, you can still choose loads of different options. So it's a great time to start collecting Space Marines and to kind of.
I mean, to be
lean into
fair,
whatever you
Blade
want.
Guard
you're
was some of the
absolutely
best Primaris things
look
ever
at the
made,
top
so
right
I
there
can
with
see
his,
why they
quantum power fist and his
stuck with it.
Yeah, and that's all from the same kit. So you've got lots
Another
of different
good
ways
power
you can
fist as well.
approach building that
Nice.
Space Marine captain.
Wonderful stuff. It's really nice to see sort of hero models back with lots of different options as well. A lot of people have been asking for them as well, and it's great to see customizable heroes like this again from Games Workshop. Really nice. Very cool. Great.
So at the other end
gang,
of the
did you hear
experience
that?
spectrum for Space Marines, you've
Yes, of
got
course.
Did you hear that?
those plucky young recruits
There was a little
who are on
bit
maybe
of
their first mission
little
with the
bit of
chapter. Let's have a look at the
injection
next video.
of a little bit of an injection of personal opinion there that cast a little bit of doubt on previous decisions from Games Workshop. Did you hear that? It was funny, like, oh, it's nice to see them actually doing this again. That's fair play, Nick. Nice one. Anyway, Scouts. Scouts, to be fair, again, look
So
pretty good.
the 10th company of the Space Marines are going out for their training day. What do we know about this squad?
So we've seen this archetype
that's a good
before
update.
in the Black Templar
The old
squads when
Scouts
they
were
had
really getting on.
I can't remember the name.
They were
Neophytes.
really getting on.
Neophytes, thank you. But now we see sort of codex chapters get access to Scouts as well with the new models. They're just absolutely beautiful. Of course, very classic unit.
That's
for the
a
Space
good.
Marine Scouts have been
That's
around
a good update.
pretty much as long as
That is
Space
a
Marines have
good
been in Warhammer
update.
40,000. You can take squads of these
Seriously,
from 5 to
good
10.
update.
Lots of different weapon options in the box. They can all have shotguns, bolters, or bolt pistols.
They can't
combat
afford
knives.
proper
There's also
armour.
options in the box for a heavy bolter and a missile launcher as well, which is super cool.
Oh, there's. there
these
we go.
guys
There's
are
the sniper
super
rifle.
stealthy in the game. You can move them around the battlefield. They can disappear. and
Good
walk
amount of
all
options
over
there.
the
So
place. And
sniper
they can
rifle,
use a
heavy
smoke
bolt.
screen
We've got a
stratagem as
missile
well, so they could
launcher.
walking around in screens of
grapple,
smoke. That's great.
and
Yeah, really
combat
cool.
knife as
Yeah,
well.
you've got some options for the sergeant in there as well. So he's obviously a fully fledged Space
they
Marine,
haven't
but choosing
updated
to
the
wear
missile
scout
launcher
armor
either.
to kind of lead them to battle.
They ain't
You've
updated
also
that, have
got
they?
a sniper rifle in there as well. So
It's not
Yes.
just me, is it? That's like the old.
lots
That's
of
the
tools
old.
to trays basically. So you're kind of will be Devastator Marines
the old
can,
one, isn't
can
it?
try out some of the heavy weapons.
They can try exactly. They can go for enemy characters. The sniper
Hello,
rifle, you can take
Rowdraw.
out long-range targets.
Yeah, is that
They're really
powder
good at
cape?
sneaking around and taking
It's
objectives,
probably-
especially with their guerrilla tactics.
probably
rules. They can
camouflage,
sneak
innit,
off wherever
gang?
They want to. They're really cool in an army. And just look at the custom options of these kit. I love that grapnel launcher top right. It's so cool.
Although I do like the
whole
idea of
box
having
is
a
a great
power
box.
cape. Check it out. I've got a power
Like,
cape.
you know,
And again, it's going to come with loads of different options because you can
Yeah,
kit the squad out.
that missile
kind of
launcher made me
in bolter
weirdly
direction, in
happy.
bolt
I don't know
pistol
what it was
direction or in
about it,
shotgun
but it
direction, so you can
really.
have all those other bits left.
I
to play with
really
for,
liked that.
Lots of different.
I always used to have like 4 guys with bolt guns and a heavy bolter, and then another squad that was all. combat
Yeah,
weapons
it's
running into
definitely
because
it's
they're
definitely
still
a power
Space
cape.
Marines in combat. They're still pretty good in a fight.
Well, they're still better than most people's other basic troops,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So, yeah.
There we go. New Scouts on the way very soon.
Do you like one of them having the rebreather
There's
on?
so
That's
much
fun.
to get painted now for Space
There's a
Marines.
lot of Space Marines.
So much Space Marines
Got
to
enough blue paint, Nick?
get. Plenty, but also note to say that all of the models we've just shown you can be used for any of the chapters out there. Not just blue paint, although blue paint, in my opinion, is the best. If you're Dark Angel fans, Blood Angel fans, all for you as well. Some folks in the chat sort of saying, all just for Codex chapters. No, these are I'm sure you'll be finding it useful in your Space Wolf army as well, and your Death Watch forces. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to use those models.
Why would people in the chat
Right, let's just have a quick
saying
roundup of all
only
those Space Marines that we've just seen then, and then we'll tell you a little bit about the Codex.
Don't all chapters have access to
devoured,
Terminators?
But the war did not
Come on.
end there.
Lads, get it together. That was directed at their chat, not them, by the way. Okay, there we go. So you've got a nice. You can do what you like, sorry, Dillian. It's fine. Wake me up when Space Marines are done. I'll never wake up. Would you like someone to wake you up inside? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we knew that we were going to get multi-part Terminators and Sternguard. Those were like obviously on the way.
So that's all of the new Space Marine models that are on their way. They are, of course, featuring in a brand new codex for the Space Marines.
No assault
which will be the second
Terminators,
codex for the new edition of
No
Warhammer
assault
40,000.
Terminators?
The Tyranid 1 goes on pre-order this
That's
weekend. Nick, what do we
genuine-
know about
that's
this new Space
So
Marine codex?
exciting!
Kinda
Every time we see a
disappointing,
Space Marine
honestly.
Codex, there's always new exciting things to
Like,
talk
come
about.
on. Come
the big one
on.
here, of course, is that
How are you
there
gonna
more
not do
detachments on
new
the way.
assault
We've seen
Terminators?
detachments already for the new Tyranids that came around before.
Same
but
codex
Space Marines
art?
are going to get new ones as well. Of course, there's
Yeah,
the
I'm pretty
Gladius
sure it
Task
is.
Force, which we know and
Space
love from the
Marines.
index cards. That's in there as well.
Codex.
But also, there's a whole
Ninth
bunch of new
edition.
detachments that lets you focus your army the way you want
is
to.
it the
Now,
same?
previously we would have had stuff like rules for Iron Hands or rules for Salamanders or White Scars.
no.
But rather than
No,
having
it's
chapter-specific
not.
rules
It's not the
now,
same
we've
as
actually
the
gone for
9th
detachments
edition
which sort of
codex.
hint heavily
It's
towards
similar.
one of those chapters,
Wait,
but
is
don't
it?
say you have to use them. So, for example, you've got one detachment that's
no,
all
it-
about using tech
it
marines
is.
and vehicles. Another one that's about
it?
close quarter shooting. Another one that's all about using fast vehicles to get forwards and fight, or,
It's the same
or
with
even
one of them, I
sneaking
think.
around in the background with sort of your vanguard troops. So you can customize your army any way you like. So
just did a quick
you know,
Google
you can
image
have
search, it's
sort of
confusing.
an army of Ultramarines bikes with the rules for
It's the
an
eighth
army of
one.
bikes, but they don't
Oh,
have
it's
to
the
be
8th.
White Scars, if that
Okay,
makes sense.
so it's
So
the
you don't
8th
quite
edition.
feel
art.
bad for
Wow.
having the wrong
Yeah.
colour on the battlefield or by
Skip an edition,
hamstringing
sure,
yourself
why
into
not?
using the wrong
9th edition Space Marine version 2.
rules, I guess, for your army. So certainly if you do have an army like
Yeah,
White
it's got
Scars
an
or
Aquila in the background now,
Salamanders
it's
or
totally
Iron Hands
different.
that's already lent into the
If you've not
theme,
watched
there is
today's
a
video on the channel,
detachment.
by the way,
100%.
But equally,
We
if
talk
you're
about
like, you know
this.
what, I really like red Space
We
Marines,
talk about
but I
this.
also really like
Flamers.
tanks
Yeah.
or flamers
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. You can absolutely kind of lean in that direction and make the army work for you.
Which is a really nice little tweak to change here. You
What's
can,
that,
you can build your army
multi-billion-dollar
any way you
company?
like, which leans, of course, into how many different options there are. And just look at that picture.
I mean, it's
You can
good
build your army
art.
any way you like at all. With any of the
But-
miniatures, and there is going to be one of the detachments for you. My favourite one's going to be the First Company Task Force, Eddie. All about the veterans and the Terminators coming down, which, of course, the new Terminators and the new Stern Guard are perfect for.
Okay. This is all
and they're
fine, but
all
I
in
was-
there.
I was
Every
really- I
detachment
was
has its own
genuinely
stratagems
hoping
and
for assault
enhancements as well,
Terminators.
just like Tyranid book does, which leans
How are you
into,
going to release multi-part
the
Terminators
style
but
of
not do
warfare
assault
you're going for.
Terminators?
So yeah, it's super exciting, and it's just round the
Come
corner
on.
as well.
Yeah, coming in the next few weeks.
The neck
Not
has
long
always
at
made me
all
hate
to
that
wait
art.
for that one.
Can't wait to
That
put
is
it in.
very. It's
Right,
very
we've
pronounced
had a little bit of
gorget
Warhammer
on the
40,000.
armor, isn't it?
We're going to jump
Very
now
pronounced
to the
gorget.
Mortal Realms and have a look at something exciting that's coming over the horizon.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, it's the weird. It is a Troggoth. It actually is a Troggoth, isn't it? Is it? Is it? Oh, it's the king of the Troggoths. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. What the hell is that guy? That is an ugly lad. Oh God, the massive reindeer like antlers are solid.
Eddie, what's that? We've discovered a brand new monster in the realm of Akshi. It's
That
Trug
is
the
solid.
Troggoth King, a huge monster for the Gloomspite Gitz.
Yeah, so this
Trog the
is an
Troggoth King.
incredible miniature. I think a contender probably for miniature of the year for me. This is the largest Troggoth we have yet seen.
That is-
He has been dubbed King of the Troggoths.
What the
This is an
hell?
ancient being who has slept for centuries. And he slept
That
for
looks
so
like
long, in
something
fact,
I'd
that ancient
make.
civilization has even started building
That looks
temples and
like
things
something
on
I'd
his
make.
back. He didn't even notice. He didn't wake him up. But the recent tumultuous
Genuinely
events of
does.
the realms have kind of shaken
Massive
him from his
antlers,
centuries-long
scenery
slumber.
growing out of
and
his
basically,
back.
that huge engine on his back gives him a headache whenever he goes near anything magical. So he's basically wandering along the magical ley lines of the mortal realms, trying to smash all the magical things he can find so that he can get back to sleep.
It's brilliant. It's such a great character miniature as well. It's got that really sort of over the top.
Can he just not take it off his back? Is it cemented in there? Has he grown into it?
Extra added bits on top.
The thing gives him a headache, so he just goes around and destroys all the magical stuff.
The big old laystone on his back as well. He doesn't like it being there. He keeps whacking it with his big club, and it has various magical effects throughout the game. So he doesn't know how it works, but he just keeps hitting it, and something magical happens, and it's just great fun to play with in a game.
I love this. I love it.
Loads of absolutely stunning details on this
solid.
guy. So
That's
you've got
great.
kind of bits of relic and
He's got this massive,
artifacts from a
like,
lost
relic engine
civilization
on
that probably
his-
no one
on his
alive in the
back.
mortal realms
He
is
doesn't know what
even,
it does, so he
like,
just
aware of
whacks
the
it and it
language
does
of.
stuff.
You can see the kind of
That's
bits
solid.
of old magical leavings and offerings sort of kicking around on him. You could imagine him like underneath a hill or a mound somewhere in this civilization, blissfully unaware that their entire
could at
culture
least
was
pull
built
his,
literally on the back of a Troggoth.
Could at least pull his
Loads of
cloth
other little
up
lovely
over his
features.
arse.
So there's a tiny
bit of
little
crack showing
troglings
there.
kind of wandering around on there as well. There's skulls and
that's not
things.
odd, is it?
There's actually some cave paintings on his belly and on his
Posed
legs.
and behaves like a vortex
so
beast.
You can almost imagine maybe they didn't
not
even
that
know that they
dissimilar,
were
actually.
drawing on the
That's
side
not
of
wrong.
a
I've
troll.
never noticed those.
So there's
Just
kind of
realised that
primitive
half
cultures
my
would have been
models are like
writing
missing
things
over
on
it.
him, thinking,
I took them somewhere,
this is
so-
our hunting plan sort of thing.
What a great painting project's going to be. It's discovering new details every time you
Yeah,
quickly brush
it's
it.
really cool. He's got these enormous, great horns as well. So he's been asleep in
really
the realm of
like
Gyron,
those
in the realm
antlers.
of life, and the kind of life energy is infused in while he's been sleeping, and you can see that
wanna
manifesting
use
through
those
these great big
antlers,
horns and through the
but for something else.
tendrils and things that are kind of creeping around the obelisk on his back.
It's such a cool model. And yeah, you're right, chat. He's got a very big beard as well, which is great for a Troggoth miniature. He's
this
coming
guy-
with
this
the
guy's
new
pretty cool.
Dawnbringers, whip
This
as
guy's
well,
pretty
which is
cool.
We'll talk about in a bit. But
The end of his
he's
hammer is
on his
indeed a
way,
giant
lumbering
snail,
over the
yeah.
hill with his army of Troggoths, and he's terrifying. I used him in
Pretty
a game
much.
recently, Eddie, and he's almost impossible to kill. He's got a few rules in there, which means, like other Troggoths, he can regenerate wounds as he goes along, but he's obviously, thanks to just being asleep in the realm of Gyron, imbued with life, so he
It's
regenerates
all right,
even more
Iron
than others
Mice.
do.
You're allowed to
So
be
it's
wrong in
really
the
tough
chat.
to kill him, so he's a perfect
allowed to be
model
wrong.
to lead your Gloomspite Gitz
Everyone's
force.
allowed to be wrong.
We've
every now and
talking a
again.
little bit there about the new Dawnbringers book. Let's jump to that now, actually,
look now.
and watch.
Someone's going to say that's going to give him a fancy pearlescent shell. Oh, 100%. So he's coming in his own... Oh, there's the giant... There's the giant pig. So he's going to come in a box with a bunch of other trogs. Trog and the Trogs just sounds like the band. I'd listen to Trog and the Trogs. Yeah, there's the massive pig. Yeah, Stormcast, whatever. Sun's better than that, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, but all of them... Same. That's what it was. Manticore versus Giant Pig. Who's going to win that fight? The forces of
So
destruction
the
strike
Dawnbringers
back.
Crusades continue, Eddie. Part 2, The Reign of the Brutes. What do we know about this book?
Well, the brute refers to Trog. The
Why would
Troggoth
I
King,
not change
as
stuff,
the
Orion Parish?
model we just
That's
previewed.
what it's for.
But yes, this continues the story of the Dawnbringers Crusade, specifically
That's what
two
it's
great
for.
crusades heading out of Hammerhall, one into the realm of fire, one into the realm of life. And in this particular
God, what a
book,
chunk.
they bump into destruction. They literally bump into the forces of destruction.
What an
so
absolute
there is
chunk.
very heavy presence from Trogs. There's lots of Gargants who are trying to get in the way, and there are Uruks as well that are kind of attacking these crusades
is
from all
pretty
sides. So
big.
Sigmar's
Oh,
great
yeah, what
hope
are those?
of recolonization of the realms is bumping
Are
into the
those
current
new
inhabitants, which
Troggoths
aren't
at
too
the
pleased to see
back?
them.
Giant monsters, man.
So loads of great lore, loads of great stories, and kind of continues the narrative of Age of Sigmar. Gives
Are
you
they?
loads of Path to Glory
Are
rules
they new?
to recreate
know.
those battles and for you to fight your own Dawnbringer
Now I'm
crusades.
looking at the Games
There's
Workshop
lots of
site.
specific stuff
I
for
don't-
destruction as well. So we've talked a bit about it already, hinted at some of the rules around Troggoths. There is a Troggoth
no, I don't think
army
they are. I
of
think it's
renown
just a
in this
yeah,
book,
no,
which
no, because
basically
the
lets you
guy
do an
over there has got the
entire
same pose as this
Trog-leaning
guy
army,
here. He's just got a different
mostly
head
to be led by
and
the
different
Troggoth
rubble
King,
that he's
with
holding, but the
loads of
actual
rules
suppose it's the
specifically for
same.
the kind of wandering horde that is following
Those
around.
two are
in
the
his
same.
And fantastic. And also, of course,
These
you
two
saw in the
just
video
got different
there.
build options.
all,
So
like
actually,
the
yeah,
new,
no, they're not.
Big
They're
iron
not.
skulls, the pigs in the chat. People are very excited about. And an entire army of pigs is in that book as well. You can take just an army of grunters, which is great.
It is, in fact. Let's have a look
Hello,
at
Stephen
some more of the
Gunter.
new
How you
Ironjaws
doing?
now.
Let's do it now.
Oh, that was an ugly lad. That was an ugly, chunky lad. Nice. Okay, there's the new rock drow squig. Jesus. I mean, Ironjaws always look great. Oh, that was
Wow, it's time for the Ironjaws to make a big
Yeah,
appearance
that was
back in
one of the
Warhammer
silhouettes that
Sigmar.
we
We
saw
had some
from
great
the,
models before in the past.
picture we were
We've
looking at
seen some
earlier.
more models recently, but this is a whole wave of Oryx.
There are a lot of Oryx on their way for sure. So we'll start off with this guy. So we saw Clonk at the start of the week. I think already a hit with fans
absolutely,
everywhere.
yeah.
I mean, what is not to love? It's a squig who is also an anvil with fabulous hair. He comes
that's-
with a new Oryx special
That's
character,
a fun
Zogrok
model.
Anvil
All the
Smasher.
bandages around the
which,
arms,
He's
really
basically
good.
an Oryx Smith. So this
His
is,
face is so
one of the
messed
Oryx
up,
who
it's
does
awesome.
has a skill beyond just hitting people really hard. This guy can hit
crafted
metal
a
really
hammer?
hard and make it into
Oh, yeah.
great weapons.
That's
he
great.
is a named character for Age of Sigmar, so a brand new named Ironjaw, which is pretty cool. And he is a smith. He has a couple of,
Yeah,
of
that's
options.
fun. That's a fun
in
model.
game. So you can either kit him out with a ward smashing weapon, or you can kit him out with stuff to help him buff nearby Oryx units. So a really useful model, something we haven't really seen before for Ironjaws in
What is
terms
this
of like
pole?
a buffing character. And also like a really great model to paint. And of course, he comes in a set with Clonk.
Go
Clonk. I'd even argue that he comes free with your Clonk miniature.
Oh, well, you can certainly look at it that way if you want to. But yeah, a really fun model, a great kind of addition to your Ironjaws force.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he's
guy.
really cool.
That
He has the
guy.
ability as well to hit opponents so hard with his ward smashing chopper
That guy's
he can
fun.
literally switch off enemies' ward saves for the rest of the battle, which is amazing. He literally smashes.
He
their
can
ward
switch
saves,
off
which is
ward
Really
saves.
cool in game. I think
Alright,
I can't think of
calm
many rules in the game. that
Calm
do that.
down.
He's a nice, unique option for your rule.
Mind you, he's
Very
one
cool.
character.
He's not alone. We've also got Brute Rages. So
There we go.
Oryx
That was that
culture
guy sent a.
is all about
Sent the
boasts,
screen,
right?
that's the one
so
we saw
Oryx
in
basically
the,
stomp
in the
around the
preview image,
Oryx
right?
camps, boasting that they can, arm wrestle a gargant or headbutt a
some
mountain or something like that. And
cool,
sometimes
like,
they'll get called on those boasts
vein
and
stuff
not be able to
being
live
painted
up to
into
it. And the shame of that drives these Oryx brutes to become brute ragers. What they do is they discard their
no, I'm
armor
yawning.
and they
No,
take
it
up
started.
great two-handed weapons and they go charging off into the middle of the enemy
Yeah,
army
they
like
are
berserkers
chunky.
to prove
They are
that
proper
they are
chunky.
absolutely
They've got
the
the
hardest
roid
orcs
rage going
around,
on.
and nobody could ever
The armor looks good, the
accuse them
weapons
of
look
being
amazing.
cowardly or not living
That
up to their
massive
brag. So
two-handed
these
chopper is
are kind of almost
perfection.
shamed for over bragging.
It would take a brave soldier to challenge an Oryx on his bragging, wouldn't it? But these
Yeah,
models are fantastic.
those
First
again. I
seen
mean, I
in
like
Warhammer Underworlds Warband
I
a little
like
while
the
ago, one of these
Ironjaws
brute
range.
rages.
It's just
now
never
a whole
felt
unit
that.
of them in Warhammer Age of Sigmar.
It's always felt
you
like
can
it
take
needed a little
lots of
bit
different weapon
more,
options.
and now
you can
they're
take chain
just
smashers,
adding
gore
stuff
hackers,
to
or
it,
brute
so I'm just
crushers,
starting to
all of which are
really
devastating
like
in
the idea
combat.
of that range even
And
more,
these
you know?
guys are berserk. They can run and charge in the same turn, which makes them super good in a game. So get them involved. Just insert them into the enemy army as soon as possible and see what they can do about it. Yeah, they are pretty hard, guys. Yep, absolutely.
This is a dual kit as well, so you can also build these guys as weird brute wreckers. So weird brute wreckers are orcs who channel an unusual amount of war energy. It gives them like a
that's
bit of
fun.
a
I
green
love the
headache,
helmets
and
and
sometimes
the
they can
masks.
start vomiting glowing green.
I love the helmets.
Power basically, and the Oryx solution to this is to kind of embrace it and
they
hammer
look
these
super creepy and
masks
weird.
onto the Oryx and let them
Oh,
run off
yeah.
towards the enemy with these great
Yeah,
ball and
those-
chains
that's
and swing into the
great.
middle of the enemy force.
Yeah, imagine them
That's
to be like,
awesome.
remember Night Goblin Fanatics? You know, the Grot Fanatics?
Yeah, yeah.
They're like that, but super huge and big versions
Yeah,
of them.
okay.
They just run into the enemy force.
seal
In
of
case
approval.
Night Goblin Fanatics weren't scary enough. You could
Even in
allow it's an
AOS,
enormous
even in
great Oryx
AOS,
brute
go helmets.
swinging
You know
a
it.
ball and chain.
You know it, that's
so,
how it works.
Again, a kind of line breaker unit basically that's going to go into the middle of the enemy army and just make an absolute mess. These are particularly good for kind of smashing through hordes of enemy infantry.
Yeah, absolutely. They get so many attacks, and if you roll well, even more as well. But look at these, Eddie. The new workings of the Auric boys, the new sort of models for the Ironjaws, and they're just beautiful.
Yeah, so this is a really, really lovely kit. So I think
that
even though
is
Auric
tasty.
boys are arguably like the basic unit in the Ironjaws army, this is like a showstopper kit. These are really, really cool. Previously, the Auric boys used the old
that's
models from
that
Warhammer Fantasy. This is a huge glow up for that kit. They've much more character, much more dynamism in these models. Really kind of rugged, angry looking shields. Even the kind of shields are kind of weapons.
The shields look
more
cool.
options than they used to have. So you've got
Super
spear options in
brutal
there. You've
weapons.
got the
The
champion.
spears are really
you can
like
kit them out in different ways, and they can give you some
rudimentary,
options basically for your
roughly
Ironjaws battle line.
I think the fact that they've just been
The
brought into
helmets
line
look
with how the
fantastic.
brutes and the rest of the range look as well. The whole aesthetic of these is absolutely beautiful, while still keeping some of the callbacks. Raph was talking about how they look a little bit like the Blood Bowl Black Orcs and the old Black Orc miniatures, especially with the helmets.
The girth, the armour.
Got a few of those callbacks in there, but with the new Orc aesthetic, which is
just
just
the sheer size of the lads.
they have. You're actually,
With the tusks.
And also they've got a lot better
Absolutely
in the game as well. To match
first
the new miniatures, you can imagine they're
Those
just
are
harder,
so good.
so much
They
more
are
tough to
so
kill as well.
good.
So yeah, these guys are great.
They're now sitting on a 3-up save, basic,
chunky.
which is pretty tasty
So
in Age of
chunky.
Sigmar. That's quite hard to get. And those spears as well
Yeah,
can give you
peak
benefits
orc.
against
You're right,
charging
no.
enemies,
These
which
are
is pretty
peak
cool.
orc.
So at the moment, most of your Ironjaws, quite rightly, are all about running at the enemy as fast as they can and
Terminators,
trying to make a mess. But sometimes you do actually need to hold your own objective. So
man.
it's quite useful to have
Hell
a unit
yeah,
that is
those
both
are
hard to kill
great.
and very good at
Those
taking
are
a charge.
great.
These are absolutely your anvil unit in an Ironjaws force.
Yeah, must have.
Absolutely
for any Orc
awesome.
player. Those are fantastic. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
And also, Eddie, the Ironjaws Battle Tome supplement has gone the way as well.
Yeah, so there is a supplement for Battletome Oryx. This is going to be a free PDF. So all of those new units that we've shown off today, including the new
Free rules?
pigs that we saw previously, and the new
My God.
Ironjaws Big Boss that we saw on the
They've
community
done it
site.
again.
All of those will have
Free?
be available in the new supplement and in your
Did you
Warhammer
know
Age of
they
Sigmar app. So you
use
can
the word
download them for
free?
free and add them into your existing Ironjaws or Big War Army, basically.
So cool. There we go.
It is a free
What a
PDF,
wonderful
but
addition
it's
to the
still
range.
free.
Right, Eddie. What's up next? What are we looking at now?
We have...
Everyone loves free stuff.
More pigs?
That's
Much
what
like
it is.
liking
See,
the
that's what's
stream,
brilliant.
that's also free. If you wanted to like the stream, that would be free. Okay, here we go. We've got the new Mark IIIs. Pointy helmets and everything. Time for a new Iron Age. Different knee pads. Spikes on the helmets. Rescaled. Definitely rescaled. God, look how tall they are. Wait, those are really nice.
A new multi-part iron armor kit for the Horus Heresy. Nick, what do we know about this new unit?
Well, that is so they are an all-round box to be used throughout your Horus Heresy forces. We've got the Mark III Tactical Squad here, and of course, interchangeable
I'll
with
be
all of
honest.
the kit we already got as well. So we've got the special weapons and the heavy weapons we already have. You can use on these guys as well to make them super customizable.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing about this unit. Obviously, we have
Solid
seen
side grade.
iron armored units before for the Horus Heresy. These ones are very
That's
much
a
in
solid
scale
side
with
grade.
The newer Beaky models that we saw.
The
more
rescale
recently.
is good.
But the key thing
The
with this
rescale
unit
is definitely
that
good.
all of the weapons.
I like the fact
interchange
that
with
they
all
are the
of
right
new
size.
Upgrades, basically. So,
That
it's
right
a
size.
tactical
I like
squad,
the
but
I
you
like
can
that they are
very
a
easily
more sensible
add in
and
other weapons
more
and other kit
aesthetically
to make
pleasing
it,
size instead of
do
being the
lots
old
of different
squat
things for you.
size.
You can give flamers and plasma guns and las cannons.
The
and
change to
all
the
the
knee
different things you
pads,
want to do with it.
I don't
And
know
obviously,
why, but it
there's a few
stands
options in the
out a
kit
little
already.
bit.
You've got kind of power fists and plasma
And
pistols and things for sergeants,
I
as well as
get
box casters
that
and
the
banners,
spikes
all
on the
stuff that you'd hope
helms
to have
is a
in
like
Legion,
reference to
starting
older
box.
I
art,
like the back
but
banner, call my
I'm
eye.
not.
You like your back banner? You like your back
I'm a
banner?
massive
It's really nice to
fan
see different versions
of
of
the spikes on the
armor
helmets.
as well. Because of course, some legions
Not
in
a
particular
massive fan of that.
we're quite used to having this armor. So the
Would
Iron Warriors on the
much
left-hand
prefer
side, famous
them
for
not
lots of
having
Mark
those
III and
spikes
they're
on.
fantastic
Not
looking
gonna lie.
colour scheme.
Particularly lends itself well to those legions which are famous for
Would
being kind of
much
durable
prefer
or
not
rugged or
having
kind
the
of
spikes
taking the
on.
punches quite well. So Iron Warriors, of course, look very good for things like Death Guard, Imperial Fists, Salamanders, that sort of thing. Any of those kind of very kind of
that's going to be
rough and tumble legions, I suppose.
And that Ultramarine does look good as well.
That would
suppose you
be
can
a solid side grade out of 10.
There we go. What have we got next?
Yeah, that's not the only new thing on its way for
Also,
the Horus
the
Heresy. Let's have a look at
poses
the next
are-
video.
Like that one walking, it's directly like Mark IV, like a beaky in it. Some repeated poses in there. Obviously, Bastard Dorito, but they already teased this, which is why I'm not surprised. I'm happy it's happening. Get the boat. I mean, it's the Bastard Dorito, so obviously happiness. Obviously happiness all round.
A brand new plastic Dorito Dreadnought fills out the last of the three
Dorito?
famous kind of Horus Heresy Dreadnought styles.
Is that how that's pronounced?
And the Leviathan.
Is that
Nick,
is
what do we
that
know about
genuinely
this
how
Dreadnought?
that's
Dreadnought
pronounced?
is,
No, hold
of
up.
course, the
Hold up.
absolute best in your
Hold
gun
up.
platform
Is
Dreadnoughts.
that
This
how
thing
that's
is
pronounced?
loaded with weapons
Dorito?
all over it. And this particular model,
Since
the
when
plastic
is it
kit, the
pronounced
Anvilus
Dorito?
configuration. It comes with the ILS missile launchers on its back, has twin heavy bolters in its chest, which you can
Have I
swap
been
out
living
flames
a
if
lie?
you want to. And of course, it's
Dorito?
carrying the huge Anvilus autocannon batteries on its arms, which this model can actually swap out for the plasma cannonades as well, which you can see here as well. So you've got loads of different weapon options for
I
the
can
kit.
never tell.
To absolutely
I can
blow
never
your opponents
tell.
away from range. And the Dreadnought's super tough as well, so he's not easy to get rid of. This thing
In my
is a
defence,
sort of like,
if it is a joke,
Warhammer
half of
gun
the
line,
stuff that they
but one
call
model.
their things
Yeah, it's just like a one-man gun
completely
line.
Absolutely
impronounceable.
right,
Like a walking turret to put right in the middle
So,
of your army. You
I
can
don't
use
know.
it for any of your
I
legions.
don't know whether it's,
it also has legends
I don't know
rules
whether it's
for
incorrect
using
or
in
not.
Warhammer 40,000 as well, if you wanted to use it.
Could well be right.
Yeah, it's just a really cool model. We have
Could
seen this
well
model
be
before
right.
in resin, but the plastic obviously makes it much more accessible, easy to build.
I'm going to
much
choose
easier
to believe
pose,
that it is a
easy to
joke
kind of add
and that he
multiple
knows it's
to your army, all that
Dorito.
stuff. This model and the Space Marine unit we just saw will be coming individually. They'll also be coming in a Legionnaires Astartes battle group. So we've got a shot
okay.
to show you all the things that are coming
Okay.
in that set, which is, I think, 30. I think I'm right in saying 30 Space Marines.
That's a lot of- that's a lot of Space Marines
A
to
Land
paint.
Raider and one of the new plastic Dreadnoughts. You'll also note that there's some special weapon sprues in this as well. So if you see the troopers at the back there, you can see some plasma guns and some
I mean,
volkites, and you can see how easily the kits can be interchanged with lots of the different special weapons. I think you get almost enough
What
special weapons if you
flavour
wanted
is your
to give
Dreadnought?
almost everything in that box.
That's cool. It's a super
I
good
like
box,
my
actually, if you're just starting out,
Doritos
isn't it, rather than
tanky cheese
sort of,
flavour.
or even adding on to a force to get the new stuff in
That's
there
how
as
I
well.
like
Yeah,
those.
so if you bought the Age of Darkness box last year, then adding this will give you.
I feel like
pretty
if you
much,
if you
more
want
than
to
3,000
start
points
Death
of
Guard or Iron
Horus
Warriors,
Heresy, which
this
is pretty
is
cool. So
this
you're
is
good
solid.
to go. If you've yet to kind of dip your toe into Horus Heresy and are looking for a good way to start, this is a really good place to start, particularly if you're going to lean into one of those legions that where iron armor particularly is their kind of
No,
go-to.
Chilly Heatwave is also good.
Perfect. It would certainly suit like an Iron Warriors force, wouldn't it, with the big gunline Dreadnought and the all the Mark III plate all over the place.
Yeah, you can use it for any, but yeah,
course.
there's certain legions that just look good in heavy armor, right?
It's not a bad
There we go.
box.
That does look
Not
quite
a
tempting as
bad
well. I've not
box.
painted any Ultramarines for Horus Heresy yet. I might have to start.
It's only a matter of time. mate.
It
It's
really
only
is.
a matter of time.
Bonus hole,
Cool.
you
All right,
are
so
literally
there's some
40
Horus Heresy
minutes
there. We're
too
going to jump
late
back
for
to the Mortal
Primaris.
Realms now and have a look at something else.
Oh, what was that? What was that? We've already seen the Wilder Core. What the hell was that they were fighting? Did you see that? Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Look at the doggos. Those look solid. Absolutely solid. That's blow my nose. Turn the camera off. I muted myself. I'm saving your life from horrible noises. That is wild. That
So
is
Hunter
wild.
and Hunted, a new box on the way for Warcry, and we've seen some brand new miniatures
What
in
a
there,
box.
and even some new
Oh my
unit
God.
types as well, which is pretty cool. Tell us about those, man.
Yeah, so this is a new set for Warcry. All of the miniatures in this can also be used in Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and this is basically a battle set between the Cities of Sigmar Hunters and Ogre Gorgers, which are a unit we haven't really seen for a very long time.
They look great.
So
The
this is a
Ogre
little bit
Gorgers
different
look
from some
solid.
of the Warcry sets we've seen in the past, where it tended to get 2 warbands, but you also got loads and loads of terrain. So the assumption is at this point that if you've been collecting Warcry for 2 or 3 years at this point, you probably have lots and lots of boards, and you don't need loads more terrain. So in this set, you get one really cool piece of terrain and then 2 warbands. So there's lots of stuff you can immediately use, basically.
I mean, to be honest, that's
the
fair.
Gorgers are 5-man, 5 ogre units, and they are a really cool glow up on a classic ogre type. These are ogres which basically suffer from extreme hunger. So ogres, normally you associate them with like very big, rotund, angry monsters.
Yeah, it comes with a free Sarlacc pit.
And are very proud of their guts. This is the worst thing that could possibly happen to an ogre as far as they're concerned, which is that they haven't got full guts, and they're unable to satiate the hunger inside themselves. And they kind of become these pariah packs of ogres that skulk around the edges of the camp and feed on the offerings and the kind of throwaway scraps and stuff. And occasionally they wander out into
Did you feel very
settlements
undead,
and
actually?
civilization, because the ogres
don't
like
very
being
undead?
around them because they think they might be a bit infectious. They don't want to get hungry too, basically. That's the worst thing that could possibly
That's
happen.
the worst.
The absolute worst.
And they're so bestial in their nature as well. Sort of like the mind's completely overtaken by just the hunt for food, nothing else.
Ogre is spelled like that because of copyright.
They're just amazing miniatures. You mentioned the fact that we haven't seen one for a long
joking.
time. We had that sort of a couple of miniatures in a metal.
There is a bit of flesh eater courts going on, actually.
Plastic unit of them,
properly
and AOS as well.
And there's some nods there to the classic one, so that one bottom left
ravenous
there
hunger
is very similar to one of the gorges that we've seen before in metal, but these are much more detailed.
Yeah, I think these look really, really good.
In there as well, in terms
I think
of
these look really good.
Things like that, which is really cool. And yeah, just a
they
really
always
cool
do
unit.
solid work for Warcry.
They are a Warcry warband in their own right.
Do
They can also be added into
Warcry.
ogre forces, and they also in this box you've got that cool Maw pit.
Honestly,
really cool.
Paint them in
the
flesh
World
eater
of Corpse Hunters.
colours.
So we have seen this unit before, so we're not going to dwell on these guys for ages, but they come in that box as well.
Look at the doggos. Look at the good
World of
doggos.
Corpse are those in the Cities of Sigmar that feel more at home
Hello,
in the wilderness
James.
than they do in the cities, and then they go out to kind of cull the
So many
local
good dogs.
monsters and track and find the trails and things for the rest of the free cities to find their new settlements.
And
Love
as
them.
the chat is pointing out, there are quite a lot of doggos in this box.
And obviously, the star of the box is
just everyone. No one cares about the
5 great
humans.
doggos as well.
great
doggos.
Yeah,
One
right.
of the characters.
Exactly, it's a doggo heavy box. These are wonderful miniatures. In Warcry, they're all about standing back and shooting with their big crossbows and letting the enemy close in.
Hello,
They've
Atomic
got a special
Donut.
reaction that lets them escape from combat should anyone get too close. And of course, they can be used in.
I'm trying
in
really
Warhammer
hard
Sigmar
not
as
to
well,
glance
which
over
is
this
in
way
the
because then I'll see what
Sigmar,
time it is.
Where they're expert trackers and can just nip around the battlefield and
Dog
hide
Army
and
Wed.
bits of ruins as
I
well.
mean,
just beautiful miniatures.
If you're a
and
Space
wonderful
Wars player,
painting
you've already got
project.
one.
Must have. Oh, look at that.
And this is the Maw pit, so this is the piece of
Sarlacc
terrain you get in
pit.
that set as well. So this can
at
either be
that.
added
That's a
into
good
your
Sarlacc
Warcry
pit.
battles, or you can add this as a.
Why'd you
swap out
tell me, Atreus?
The cauldron that you might normally.
Why'd
have
you
in
tell
an
me? I
overarm
was
in Age of
deliberately
Sigmar
not
and
looking
have
because
this
I knew I'd
instead.
start to feel
And what it
tired
basically represents
if I knew what
is
time
a
it
great
was. And I
gullet,
fought back yawns
in
and I
the
started
realm,
feeling
and
better
the
again.
ogres believe that this is a manifestation of their deity. Whether that is true or not, what they do is they take some
Why
of
would
their
you do this to
victims
me?
from their raids and things and throw kind of choice offerings into this pit. So
Yeah, we've still got
if you're
Blood Bowl,
captured
still
by
got
the
Old
ogres,
World.
you will either be eaten by the ogres
I think
or
that's
thrown
it,
into
isn't
this
it?
pit. And I'm not sure which
No,
is
we've still got
worse.
Underworlds.
Or a bit of both, maybe.
Still got Underworlds
The gorges
as well.
revere this as there's like the bit of their mind that is still able to comprehend reveres these as kind of sacred places. So
I mean, you're not
just
wrong,
about
believer. It is
enough
time
wherewithal
wars.
to kind of drag a few sacrifices.
I'm not going to
to
argue
this
with
pit
that.
and throw them in.
It's wholly terrifying.
It's
It
pretty-
really,
it's
really
pretty-
is like adding
it's
horror
pretty-
That's
into Warhammer
really fun.
to a truly
That's cool.
horrifying.
It's when you like imagine what might
I
be.
don't
underneath,
think Kill
right?
Team
Like,
is
how
getting
far
anything
down
in
does
this
it go?
preview.
What's actually under there? That's
What is
the
it?
terrifying
Yeah. It's just amazing stuff. There we go. I just around the great box set for Warcry just keeps knocking out the park every time we see a box.
It's very
set.
cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
Warcry's
right.
had some incredible
Warcry
pictures,
is
I think
usually
this is
pretty
no-
damn
Also
solid.
nice, and of course
They
that
do
you
a
get
lot of
those
good stuff
those
with
warbands,
Warcry.
You can use them in your
A
AOS
lot of
armies
good
as well,
stuff.
or even build entire armies based around them if you wanted to. Good stuff.
Right. Speaking.
Oh, I've been sitting on my
speaking
leg
of-
for too long.
of
Oh,
hungry,
no.
Let's see what we're
I
going
am quite hungry actually. But what's next?
Here we go. favourite reveals so far? Actually, that's kind of difficult, to be honest. Also, 8 months as a cultist. Joshua is an absolute legend. That's difficult.
The
Honestly,
new
it might be the
vampires
Terminator
for
challenge.
Blood Bowl, a
But that
classic
seems really
team for
boring.
Blood Bowl. Of
Those
course, with a
reimagining
reimagining with
ogres we
real
just saw were
classic horror
insane,
vibe going
and I
on throughout
loved
the team.
it.
They're
So-
just fantastic miniatures.
Yeah, so we've seen a few undead warbands, undead teams for Blood Bowl, and these take a very different.
I have a
angle.
box
They've
of
got kind
dwarfs
romance,
over there
horror
for
sort of
Blood
vibe
Bowl.
to them. So
I
you can see a
kinda
mix
want
there of
these too now.
vampires, which are obviously very capable. They're all the things you want a Blood Bowl player to be. They're fast and tough and killy, and you've got the thralls in there as well, which are basically the walking.
I kind of love them
for the vampires.
I kind of love
covered
them.
in bandages and plasters where they've been bitten all over the place in their big frilly shirts.
I kind of
the
love
actual
them.
team in terms of the game have changed
Oh
quite
my
a little
God.
bit. They still sometimes feed upon the
Sorry,
thralls in the
I
middle
was
of the
late
game
to the
if
watch-along.
they roll badly
Had
on
to
their
make
bloodlust
dinner.
rolls. But there's actually some new
no worries,
positionals
Joshua.
as
Thank you
well.
for joining us.
They've got
Thank
a
you very
thrower
much
for
for
the
the
first
super
time,
chat.
which
You
is so cool
lovely,
to have a vampire
lovely
pass
human,
skill.
you.
And also in the team blitzers, which we've had before, which we can see here.
These are
Juggernaut skill, and
so
they're pretty
good.
But also we've got runners in the team as well for the first time. Their movement 8. They're so fast and driving all over the place.
They're like skinks that kill you.
Literally
so
skinks that kill you.
fancy,
Yeah.
so,
terrifying players. You paid a gold coins for them, of course, but
the
they're great.
armour
So
looks
a really nice
grand.
reimagining of the team.
Man.
Wonderful new miniatures, and I love that harking back to. It's the classic horror, isn't it? That is just could be straight out of a novel.
Yes, they have
There's
covered
lots of,
Horus Heresy.
As
New
we've
Mark
seen with
III
Blood Bowl,
Marines,
that the,
new
miniatures design
Dorito
has taken the
Dreadnought
opportunity to add
in
some humour
plastic.
in there as well. So lots of the kind of peripheral bits you get in there, like the tokens and the turn
man,
counters
I
and
love
things. There's lots of bats doing various things in
the guy with the
coffins
long
and
head kind
hanging
of stooped
upside down
forwards.
and being generally mischievous. So it's a really fun team.
I'm all about the
this is
plasters everyone's
great.
wearing. It's just like hints they've been bitten all over the place.
Great.
It's just fantastic.
Poofy shirts as well.
The poofy
Bring it
shirts
back.
got-
Bring it back.
There we go.
Like
on the way for Blood Bowl.
what is it, like the kind of
Can't wait for them.
Yeah. And then we've got
lace
some
on the
other
front of the
board game
shirt
news
on
for
some
you.
of them?
Okay, what we got?
Man, so cool. Ooh, Death Gorge. Right. Ooh, okay, there's the headmaster slash stuff. We knew we saw one, didn't we, earlier? We saw one. So we've got some Iconeth Deepkin. A new squid. We've got a new squid. Oh God. Oh. What the fuck? Oh. Awful. Oh, why? Jesus Christ.
A brand new series for Warhammer Underworlds, Death Gorge. Nick, what do we know about this
I'm
box?
so excited. Well, Death Gorge takes
Okay.
the action to Antidor, where the General's Handbook for Warhammer Age of Sigmar has it. The whole place has been frozen over by the Everwinter. There's a frozen wasteland, and we've got a whole new season of Underworlds with really cool miniatures.
Crow Roost.
Loads
That-
of cool little rules tweaks as well. all over the
Absolutely
place.
unacceptable.
But I know what everyone's saying in the chat. There's a squid, Eddie, and in that warband, which is just the coolest thing. We'll come to that in a moment. Of course, we know it's
I
there.
mean, the squid is
The whole
fantastic.
season's changed. There's a
but
few rules tweaks here. to
did
make
you
the
see the
life better
leader of
for
the other
players. A
warband?
few little things to make life clearer as well. You can add the plunder rule gets changed, for example. If
I'm
you
still
play
like-
Underworld.
I've still
But
got the
big
shivers
news
from
of
that.
of the season
Ugh.
with 2 new warbands in there. Sirenese Razors, the Ironjaws,
Squid doesn't hold my beer on the anvil, squig. Oh, squig or squid?
So let's
That's
talk about the
question.
Slaanesh warband
Jesus.
first. So this is some quite interesting takes on the Slaaneshi vibe.
Yeah,
what
these
do we
are
know about
great.
these guys?
So yeah, you're absolutely right. They are absolutely they're sort of reminiscent of the sort of
These are
excess that
great.
Slaanesh shows. The leader is Vexor the excessively indolent in the centre there, who's the laziest demonette ever and actually thrives off the laziness. In fact, she's so lazy if she fails to defend herself, she takes less damage in combat, which is cool.
Thank
We've
you.
got, Lassiver, the bladed
Thank you,
blessing on the right,
GW,
and Vashtis,
for
the coiled
once
on the
again
left.
embracing
They all hate each other.
embracing an
And in fact,
aspect
they
of
get better
Slaanesh
in the game
that
if
isn't
one of
just
the other ones fails.
oh,
which is
look
great.
at the
They're a
half-naked
really cool
demonette.
warband in the game.
It's
Quite
excess
tanky,
in all its
and quite
forms.
aggro as
Being
well, so
excessively
getting involved into a
lazy
fight,
is
they're
still
just
excess.
really cool
That
models.
is solid.
and,
Great design,
warband
great
to use.
interpretation of
Pretty
what
difficult to
XS
use,
is.
in terms of the game.
10
They've
out of
also got
10,
some really
no
cool
notes.
rules tweaks in there as well. There's some cards called Temptations, where you can offer your opponent a choice to make.
It's a little bit like the
That's
mechanic in Age of
100%
Sigmar.
a win.
Absolutely, yeah, you know, they're both bad choices, but you've got a choice to make. And they've also got some
That's
upgrades called
100% a
Force gifts,
win.
which you can give to enemy fighters. They appear to be good, but have a downside. Like you might get a +1 wound, but you might not be able to move
I
anymore,
really like
which is
these.
just cool, right?
I mean,
Proper
gross,
Slaneshi.
obviously, but
And
also
of course, the other warband facing off against them. There are
Well,
other
forget
fighters.
about the rest of the
Yeah, yeah.
fighters, because I think everybody wants to know about this guy. So I assume the warband leader
I mean,
here.
the squid is pretty cool.
Let's be honest, probably. No, actually not. This is Cephanir, the cephalopod. Is just absolutely monstrous. He's huge as well. It doesn't really quite show you how big this model is, but he's monstrous in the game
on
as
the
well.
board he looked massive.
And you'll be happy to know he's got a special rule in the game where if he gets attacked, he can squirt ink in your face and escape, which is just the coolest image I can think of.
So does come with
Look
some
at
other
it.
models.
What?
as
Of course,
well.
yeah.
So this
What
is
a
an Ironjaws
monster.
warband. We've obviously got a magic user in there as well. and
Yeah,
a couple
they
of
knew.
fighters.
They knew.
So this looks
They
like
knew
a
what they were
fairly
doing.
flexible warband
They're
that can do a bit of
absolutely
everything.
they knew what
Yeah,
they
they
were
are a
doing with
flex
the
aggro
squid.
warband and go for objectives as well. You've got the battle mage in the centre, who is the leader, Serenity of the Abyss.
Would you say
and the
that
two
this
Nazi either
warband
side, who are
is
just good warriors who just
something
dish
to
out
do with
attacks.
the
Yeah, they're a really good
Age
fun
of
aggro
Squidmar?
warband to go and smash your opponent's face in. So yeah, the
Terrible.
Slaneshi one is more about sort of like tempting your opponent and controlling what they do and manipulating these guys.
The
just
leader
run
also
forward
had a
and smash
jellyfish.
your face
Oh
in.
yeah,
Very
there's
effective.
there's a couple of little
So
jellies.
both really
There's a couple
good
of
fun to get
jellies. There's a
involved in, and
starfish
there's a squid.
on one of the.
So we can't really
Can't go wrong.
can't go wrong with that.
So
No.
usually called.
It's absolutely brilliant.
I mean, it wouldn't have been my first choice to invade an icy chasm, but you know, that's just fine. You know, they've gone with squid. That's fine.
Of course, the box comes with 4 decks of cards for Warhammer Underworlds
Yeah.
on the top
Oh, no, they
2
brought a
Rivals
squid.
decks, which go with those 2 warbands, and the bottom as well 2 Universal Rivals decks, which any warband can use: Breakneck Slaughter and Force of Frost. Breakneck Slaughter, as you would imagine,
Yeah,
is
that-
all about
that-
aggro
that's
and smashing
great.
people's
That's
faces. And
really
Force
good.
of Frost is about a bit
That's
more
really
ball
good.
control.
The Ardneth
So,
side
yeah,
is cool.
they're
The
useful
Slanesh
for
stuff
any
is
player who plays
fantastic.
Underworlds. So even if you don't want to paint a squid or some
Really, really
lazy
like that.
demonettes, then you absolutely can get this box and still use it for any warband in the game as well. So it's a must-have for any Warhammer Underworlds players.
It's also worth saying this is a really good box to start playing Warhammer Underworld. So any of the season sets
Yeah, I'm not sure
basically give you a board,
why they've
2
done
warbands,
those
all the
card
cards you
graphics
need.
when the cards all
so this is
look the same on the back.
self-contained
That's an
board.
interesting
so just
choice,
by buying
but
this
sure.
set, without adding anything
Synergy,
else to it, you have
synergy.
a complete gaming experience.
We're
but
going to get a
obviously
single
gives you
model
an
for the
in
old
into
world
Warhammer Underworld
when
if
they've
you want.
It's
stopped
crucially
talking
the place
about
to get
this.
hold of the latest edition of the rules
That's
as
what
well,
we're gonna
which
get.
it's the ultimate
Now,
creative
you
miniatures
might
game,
sit
so it's
there
always
and
worth
go,
keeping up with the latest set of
Well, that
rules,
doesn't
so
sound
Death
fun.
Gorge is a
But
must-have
I'm
if you're
just
playing to
I'm
get
just
hold of
telling
You
you
get a
now
sense of how
that
big
is
the
most
squid
likely
on
what's
that
going to happen.
particular
Okay.
one, because
Massive!
Like,
That is most
I think
likely what's
you
going
kind
to
of
happen.
imagine
I'm
it being
afraid.
like a little critter, but actually it's
I
quite
don't make the
considerably
rules,
larger
right?
than most of the other
I don't make
fighters
the
up
rules.
against.
If you play
But-
Warhammer Underworlds, he's got 4 wounds, which is about the size of a Stormcast Eternal. He's big.
Imagine
There
if
we go.
Old World were bringing
Very
back
cool.
all of
I
the
can't
Tomb
wait to get
Kings
that
back
box.
into
I'm a
production.
big fan
Imagine
of
if that's what it was for the Old World.
There we go.
Imagine.
Cool. All right. Well, we've had
Imagine
some,
if
stuff
that
from
was
Mortal
true.
Realms. We're going to hop over now to the old world and have a look
not.
at a new model.
There we go.
It is a horse! You called it, it's a horse! Oh, I don't believe it. Oh no, wait, no, hang on. Horses are out. Unicorns are in. Alright, okay, close enough. Close enough. It's still. Don't give me that shit. A unicorn is just a horse with a horn. That's literally it. Okay? Oh, God. That was really funny. That was really funny.
What an absolutely
So
stunning
many of
miniature
you
on
are
the way
like,
for the
it's going to be a
Bretonnians
horse.
for the old
First
world.
thing we
That is
see,
Lady Elise
front of a
Duchat,
horse.
Special character of the Bretonnians, riding a unicorn into battle, and just has to be one of the most beautiful miniatures I've ever seen come from Games Workshop. What do you think?
It's really, really beautiful. Like, I think we're so
I
used
really,
to seeing Warhammer
really
miniatures
like
that are,
it,
like,
but it's
covered in
not
skulls and
like-
bedecked in kind of gothic features.
It's
but actually, this is just a really beautiful model. It's like a really handsome horse, A beautiful pose, a great miniature, a very different sort of thing to paint. So this is going to look spectacular and really stand out.
I fully agree that it looks fantastic.
Everything else is like vivid, bright.
The posing is really nice. The sculpt is genuinely really good.
Right in the middle.
The detail is amazing.
Representing the
even acknowledging all of that, it's not really doing anything for me.
Just the sculpt of the unicorn itself is beautiful. Look at its face; it's just so.
It's one of those weird things. It's like I can 100% understand and appreciate why other people would absolutely be in love with this.
I
but
genuinely
I'm
am in love, and I suppose
it's not like eliciting any sort of
like
emotional reaction from me at all. Really, it's just
pinnacle of purity for Bretonnian forces.
No, but that's it.
Yeah, well, certainly.
I will say that horse is absolutely jacked.
The Bretonnians aren't all nobility and chivalry, perhaps, but they certainly represent it more than most factions do.
I don't know why they made the unicorn fully swole, but they absolutely
models.
did.
So if you've been playing
absolutely
fantasy before, you'll remember the Fey Enchantress miniature, and there's lots of kind of nods to some of those early incarnations.
I mean, there's
of the
definitely a distinct path in terms of upgrades going on there, isn't there?
The hair and the heraldry and
the platonic image of fairy princess figurines.
It's kind of wrapped in, rather than like
effing chat for the person not to paint this thing white. Airbrush.
Harnessed with the power of nature.
Just airbrush it.
Rather than kind of
airbrush, right?
Kind of
airbrush, and then you use the apothecary contrast paint,
sort of garland made of thorns and
thin
branches.
down as a wash
really pays off that.
in
and it's nice to see as well,
recesses,
from the
and
right-hand screen across,
that would get you a lot of the way there.
Years to come
the old world friendship is magic.
I think every single time those miniatures came out, I was like, that's one of the best miniatures that exists, and there's just something about Bretonnian damsels on unicorns that just seems to bring out the best in the sculpture.
I mean, a new Green Knight. Wait, have you seen it? No, we haven't seen a new
stuff,
Green Knight, have we?
Yeah, I can't wait to paint that one up. Chats in the people in the chat asking, Eddie, what's that being made out of? That room?
So that is a resin miniature. So I think in your head, if you imagine this as being approached in a similar way to
you were right. You were right, gang. You were right. You called it resin.
The Horus Heresy. So there will be like a range of very, very detailed, very specialist resin
Wish this was
miniatures
whiskey.
that are kind of leaning into detail. There will also be
resin.
Want
plastic.
World, and lots of returning kits as well. So you have a good mix of things to play with.
There we go. It's a little teaser on more stuff to come in the future. The quality is like that.
Just stop with the resin.
Some amazing stuff.
Stop it.
Do indeed.
It's going to be 50 quid.
We have one last thing to show the folks.
A little tasty tease.
This might be the Showstopper miniature. We've had some pretty impressive miniatures so far.
A Showstopper miniature right at the end, they say.
All right. Obviously, new Dreadnoughts. There's some new Space Marines. Some people like Space Marines.
Let's see. Showstopper miniature right at the end. Right at the end, gang.
This miniature might be
Showstopper miniature. It's 3 a.m. Jesus Christ.
You reckon?
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll let you decide for yourselves as we have a look at our last preview. Raph, do you want to roll?
What's it going to be? Oh, you cheeky moufs. You cheeky moufs. You absolute... You scamps. You absolute scamps. You've only gone and done it. Oh. Okay. I need a moment. I need a moment.
So, Fulgrim Transfigured, a new character miniature for the Horus Heresy series. Absolutely incredible model. This is the second of the Primarchs that we've seen kind of released in the wake of their ascension to the powers of chaos, and an absolutely jaw-dropping miniature. Nick,
I mean, it is the wrong game.
Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Just look. I mean, Fulgrim is a personification of perfection, and the miniature reflects that perfectly. It's just absolutely stunning. Everything you would have wanted from this model, and exactly how you imagine him when he ascends to demonhood. Just more stuff to keep looking at all over the place, like the little faces in the cloaks, or the beautiful scales on the snake part, the sting at the end of the tail. I don't
even know what to say.
Beautiful face. It's been rendered absolutely incredibly by the Forge World sculptors, and yeah, it's what a centerpiece for an army would be.
Yeah, lots of nods in this miniature to some of the
also
Horus Heresy
res.
artwork we've seen of this model,
It's gonna
or
cost
of this character
£200.
as he's ascended.
it's
This is
so
Fulgrim during the Horus Heresy, just after he's been kind of ascended to demonhood, just before the events of the Siege of Terror sort of thing. Lots of you, I'm sure, would like to see him appear in Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah.
Maybe he will one day, but until that time, you've got this beautiful model to use in your Horus Heresy game.
Absolutely insane.
It is a resin miniature, yes.
She's not riding
so
side
much
saddle,
like
which is the
Horus
problem.
Ascended, it's the same sort of vibe. A character that's kind of been reborn as they've.
Thank you very
journeyed through
much,
the events of
Mike.
The Horus Heresy. We might see more Primarchs.
Side saddle is the way.
As well as the series goes on.
Man,
yeah, an
I'd
absolutely
look.
beautiful addition to anybody
All
who's
right.
got a Horus Heresy traitorous.
It's absolutely stunning and huge as well. I've been lucky enough to see it in person, and it's just absolutely, just an absolute centerpiece model as well. You've got to get this in your force.
So the character himself is kind of swollen with power.
I
Obviously,
know
he's got
it's
more arms,
Horus
he's
Heresy.
got
It's not
snake
40k.
body,
I
the body of the
know
Primarch
that
himself
it's
is a
not
little bigger than
quite
some of the,
what we were.
his brothers now, but that
What
added
quite
with
we were
the
after.
kind of extra scale of the snake body and the wings makes him tower over
It's
pretty
so
much anything short
good.
of a knight in Horus Heresy games.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's a
good.
must-have, and a certain painting project as well. If you play Horus Heresy, what a way to finish it!
Nice.
That's quite the finisher. That one.
God damn.
It's been a cool preview. Nick, have you got any particular highlights?
I mean,
Obviously, you're a
damn.
big Ultramarine fan. Has anything stolen the limelight?
We
Oh,
saw
yeah, the
Ultramarines
spear's
at the
better than the
start. I was
pictures.
quite happy with those Ultramarines later on. That was
Yeah,
good.
but it's
But
resin.
for me personally,
I mean-
I'm a huge Warhammer Underworlds fan, and I cannot wait for Death Gorge. The miniatures in
Oh,
that are
boy.
just beautiful. How about you?
Oh
What's your highlight?
boy.
So, I mean, there's some great stuff in there. I am a big Destruction fan for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, so I am excited about Trog the Trogger.
Realistic flapping wing action with the resin droop after a
That'd be
few
cool.
years.
The one I wasn't expecting at all was I need to get hold of that Lady Elise de Shard and paint her up. It's just one of the best miniatures Games Workshop's ever released. So that's
Okay.
definitely going to be in my painting table as well. Guys, I think that's it. We're going to wrap up.
That is. Well, thank you ever so much for joining us, guys. If you were also with us at the Nova Open itself,
You know
thank you
what?
for joining us there. This has been the Warhammer Preview Online. I'd like to say a big thanks
know
to
what?
all of
I
you who
can't
are in the
help
chat
myself.
following
I
along.
just really
A
think
big
that
thanks
Fulgrim
to
model
Notley,
is
who's been,
absolutely
keeping
stunning.
you all behaved. A big thanks to Raf, who's been making sure all the videos play.
Right, cheers,
and
Eddie.
Nick.
Cheers, Nick. Yeah, I've got to say, I think that Fulgrim model is absolutely stunning, like properly stunning in every way, like insane how nice that is. But it is also definitely like, I would have loved that to have been 40k and plastic. That is the downside. That is the downside. You know, that is the downside. But in terms of just how good the model is, it looks incredible. So, resin Fulgrim, beautiful sculpt, but so prohibitive in terms of cost, in terms of ability to transport, in terms of longevity, not as approachable in terms of like assembly. Super mixed feelings on that, because they're also not going to release Horus Heresy Fulgrim Ascended and in like the same, and then just like drop 40k version, you know. I don't think they're going to do that, which means we're going to have to wait again. Feels like we've waited a long time. Feels like we've waited a long time for Emperor's Children, and it doesn't feel like it's any closer, which I don't know. Kind of don't know how I feel about that. I mean, that's true. World Eaters needs to be rounded out. To be fair, so do 1,000 Suns. They need to be rounded out as well. So, really, Death Guard are the only ones that have had like an absolute mass. And even, no, I'd say their range is fairly solid. Options-wise, anyway. Kind of, I guess. I mean, yeah, at some point we'll get 2 Demon Fulgrim models. But, I want it now. But that's not how that works. Right. It is 7 minutes past 3. If you have any memberships, gifted or otherwise, that you want to throw out there before we call it a night, as I said, it would be lovely to hit that 10 goal, given that it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It would be, you know, if ever there was a time to do it, this would be the one. But I thought that was mostly pretty solid. There was some fun stuff in there. There was some decent stuff. Good Primera stuff. Terminators. Oh, thank you Joshua. Thank you very much for that. Very kind of you, very generous of you. Welcome in some guy who paints old Odin Stormcrown, Crow Stephen Jenkins, Greg Bond. Thank you very, very much, Joshua. Yeah, Old World is starting to feel a bit disappointing, I'm not going to lie. Starting to feel a bit disappointing. Because it feels like we get like build up and then nothing happens. And it's like, oh, cool, it's one resin model. I keep thinking that more should be happening, but it's not, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think the rest of it was pretty solid. I thought the Warcry reveal was really, really good. The Underworlds one was really good. The Space Marine stuff, not a huge amount of like new stuff, but then I didn't really expect all that much anyway. And Horus Heresy, the Plastic Dorito was nice. The Mark III I'm still undecided on. I don't think that's going to make it in like the top 3 reveals. But yeah, the Fulgrim model I love. I love it so much, but it's just
Good stream. 1.5 things I want to buy. Woo.
Oh, you got away with it not too bad there then, Jason, haven't you? Thank you very much for the super chat. Yeah. Oh, God. Such mixed feelings. Such mixed feelings with Fulgrim. Would have loved him to be 40k. Would have been absolute perfection. But you know what? He still looks amazing. I just don't think it's likely I'm going to pick him up anytime soon. Which is a little bit sad. I will say though, the Gorger Morpack, these guys, these were definitely a highlight for me. 100%. Like, these are great models. Absolutely fantastic. Super grim. Really nightmarish. They definitely look like more undead than just standard. Well, I don't know, standard ogres, but there is something like really, really intense and grim about these models. I really like them. Really like them. Definitely a highlight of these things. Yeah, great model, just annoying assembly. And material. And cost. All of the above. Oh, no. Oh. Anyway. We're going to actually call it there. It's 10 past 3. Tomorrow there will be a top 3 reveals breakdown that'll go up on the channel. New members, there is going to be an exclusive video for you going up tomorrow, and then there's going to be another one going up for you on Friday. So thanks to the generous gifts from Joshua, you will have access to those. So yeah, keep an eye out. Thank you very much for joining me at this stupid hour of the day. And yeah, we'll be back again on Monday streaming, and there will be videos over the next few days for you to hopefully enjoy. I'm going to go and sleep now. I reckon I could get a good 4 hours in before the kids wake up. And yeah, I will see you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night and or evening or morning, depending on where you are. I'm going to stop rambling now. See you later.